Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pass the Gravy. We're going fishing for the fish today. We're drunk in Houston, Houston, baby. And we go hit a lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.
Gravy, 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 gang! What is going on, everybody? It's Pass the Gravy, episode number 612 with friends Alex, Pat, and Bobby Jokes. Happy Gravy Day to you and yours and all that celebrate, whether or not you're listening to us or watching us on the YouTube, which you can do. Every episode is available on YouTube, youtube.com/@PassTheGravyPodcast. Golf's over, so we don't have to care about that for a little bit.
Hey, I enjoyed it.
I did too, when my cable was working. So my cable went out national championship first half on Monday and Sunday for 3 hours during the final round of the Masters. But don't worry, I got a $49.71 credit for all of that time. Don't worry, it was so worth it.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
It was so worth it. I was like, no. My bill is going to be $49.71. That's what I will be paying. I do not give a fuck. I'm going to just, send me to collections, bitches. I don't fucking care anymore.
I feel like
Oh, no. Did I disconnect the store's Wi-Fi? Oh, I'm just going to go yank all the shit out of the fucking store and be like, oh, well, that sucks.
I understand you were probably still under contract. How did you not get somebody new when you moved?
Because I'm still under contract.
You just said it yourself, send you to collections. Just stop. You should actually call them up and offer, be like, listen, I understand I'm still under contract. Look up the record of how many times I've called you people. Let's just call it what it is. Let's have a clean break.
Now I just go to the store so I see
stop
them.
annoying you guys. Or just tell them that. Be like, you guys have you recognize me. You know who I am. That should never happen with a customer at Xfinity.
Well, now that I know that they send them home and they don't let them work the rest of the week if you give them anything below a 7 on the review
That's
thing.
a shitty company policy. What if it's just a dickhead customer?
Well, I like me. So they
like
didn't
you.
want to deal with me on Sunday when I went and I was like, hey, it's during the Masters. They're like, well, there's an outage. And I was like, that's fucking awesome, dude. I don't care. I don't care that there's an outage. Tell me how much you're taking off. And they put me on an iPad talking to somebody somewhere else. And then her mic, the mic wouldn't work. And I was like, oh, the bleep that. Oh, the insert cable company that I'm not allowed to say, but I'm going to say what I said to that cable company without saying the name. Oh, that one doesn't work? That's crazy. How crazy is that? None of your software works. What a crazy thing.
That's only the biggest golf tournament of the year.
That's why I'm fucking here. I was like, national championship game, first half, this. That's why I have the packages that I have.
You really should go up there, next time.
Well, I cussed. I was like, it's fucking bullshit. And they were like, if you say that, if you curse again, I'm going to disconnect the call. And I was like, if you disconnect the call, I'm just going to give you a 0. I'm just going to give you a 0 on the thing, and we'll see how it plays out. And then she didn't disconnect the call, and I cussed a couple other times. So, I feel like... I called her bluff.
You need to just go ask. Be like, listen, you guys give me horrible service. I don't want it anymore. You have to be tired of dealing with me. Can you just cancel my contract?
It's like South Park where they're like, oh, you want to go to DirecTV? Ha, 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 ha. You can't go to DirecTV. It's not available here.
There's options.
The Minecraft episode, it's like that one.
Can we just get fucking Google Fiber already in Houston?
I don't know, man. Pat, we need gravy fiber.
Fiber.
We need to just invent our own
fastest internet, but it's only for sports and porn.
And pass the gravy people. So then we have a fewer people on the
porn.
Network.
It's vocal porn.
Yeah. Vocal. That's exactly what it is. I didn't want to get on a cable rant to start us off, but golf's over, so we're not talking about it. Shout out Rory McIlroy.
Yeah.
But also it's been fun to be like McIlvoy.
Roy McIlroy, yeah.
I
was either saying Roy McIlroy or Rory McIlroy.
Just change it every time you talk about it.
Because then people are always like, wait, what?
Everybody corrects you on it. And you're like, oh.
That's not what I said. And then you say it right the second time.
Yeah, the British guy. He's from Northern Ireland. Oh. That's in England.
It's in the north of Ireland.
It's in Britain, right? I think so.
Is it? I thought it was just Northern Ireland. I'm pretty sure it's just
Wales.
Northern Ireland. Oh, you mean like in
England.
Great Britain? I thought you meant on like the British or like the English island.
Northern Ireland and Scotland, I think, is Great Britain.
They're the Protestants.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know
why. That's
enough.
why they don't say they're from Ireland. They say no, we're Northern Ireland.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
They don't like my people, the drunken Catholics.
If you're from like a north anywhere, or a south, or an east, or a west, it's like just pick one.
West Virginia,
Yeah, like get the fuck out of here. Don't come at me with your fucking takes.
West Texas.
Like you're not just be from Virginia, dude. No, West Texas isn't its own state.
Good point.
You're from the west part of Texas, that's fine. But like South Dakota, North Carolina, South Carolina, get the fuck out of here. I don't care about what you're saying.
University of
listening
North
to you.
Dallas.
Yeah, don't fucking care about them. Don't care about them at all.
I was just trying to think of anything directionally named.
Fucking being a little aggro to start the pod.
That's
But
okay.
Let me start the pod off then. Well, this is a restart of the pod. Not restart, but just I had a question I wanted to ask you guys. What food do you think would make the best weapon?
Well, I did find out the other day that a starfish is edible.
Yeah.
So that would be pretty good.
Like a ninja star?
Yeah, you just like, and it's right, and they're scratchy.
Yeah. Ooh.
A marlin.
That was so I was like swordfish if you could use the entire thing.
Sawfish is also out there.
But like a swordfish, like you typically when you're getting a swordfish, you're not
Porcupine.
fed the sword.
If you could like get the porcupine to just like kind of curl up on your hand.
That's not a food though.
And then, oh, that's right. I was just thinking animals, not food. Sorry. I got onto animals after
I
starfish.
mean, there's lots of animals that you.
Okay, hold on. Let me rethink into food. I mean, durian fruit, just because it smells so bad, that's kind of like a bioweapon.
So, okay, I had 3. My 3 were swordfish, if you could use the whole fish. My second one was a candy cane, because you can just make a shank out of it like everybody does in Christmas. Then you can
that's
just,
good.
just shank somebody. And then third is the peaches from White Lotus that are poisonous.
I know nothing about that.
It's poisonous. So you just be like, here, Pat, have an apple. And you're like, and then you die.
Where can I get these?
Thailand.
All right.
Thailand.
It's called the popo tree.
All right. Don't have to
Or,
worry about
no,
coming
the
back so I
pong
can spend all
tree.
my money to get there. Let's go. No, you know what? But I don't think we can use marlin because that's not the part of the food. Marlin that
Right.
you
So, like,
eat.
because it's food, and you usually just fed the meat at that point. Candy canes, though,
Candy
play.
cane is great. Coconut.
Coconut, you can
People
just
die from coconuts falling.
Sling that shit.
Yeah. It's like a deadly dodgeball.
Coconut's really good.
In that same vein, could you say peanuts?
Yeah,
No,
if you had a peanut
no,
allergy,
no.
yes.
Yeah.
It's very deadly to a tiny percent of the population. And that percent of the population, if a fucking peanut can take you out, you're weak. And people might be like, that's cool. It's okay. My cousin has a peanut allergy. It's in the family. I'm allowed to say it.
Yeah,
Teddy, you're fucking weak as shit, dude.
No, a peanut does play, but again, it is like Pat said, it's a smaller group of the population. Whereas like poison fruit, like that's everybody can be poisoned. But
Marshmallows can choke you. Would you say that's a deadly food? No.
I mean, could be
Could be. My answer is banana, though.
banana.
Choking hazard?
You could slip on them.
You
You hit the back of your head.
Or you could like shove the banana down their throat, but you could do the peel down, so they try
Yeah.
to run from you, shoving it down their throat, and then they slip, boom, hit their head.
Carrot. You ever see Rock and Rolla?
No.
Or was it? No, it was Clive Owen was the guy. Was it Rock and Roller or was it Smoking Aces?
Settle down, dude.
His character likes to stab people in the eye and kill them with carrots.
Carrots would work.
Great
That's
shank.
already kind of shank without having to like.
But see,
you get
that's
to
the thing-
suck the candy cane to make it a shank.
Yeah, but also the carrot is only deadly directly in the eyeball. Whereas you get that shanked candy cane out,
Just
you
anywhere.
can get them anywhere.
I think candy canes would be my guess.
Candy cane's really good. I'm trying to think of other foods that might be sharp.
A biscotti. You could probably shank people with those.
Maybe like some toffee could cut your esophagus going down.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think candy cane. I think candy cane's a good
Candy
answer.
cane would be good.
I just can't think of any other foods that are better knives, you know?
This one's up for debate. What about an icicle?
Not necessarily food.
It's edible, it's not food.
People do have like ice chips.
Ice chips, but I still.
Ice chips, they melt so quickly, they're not really a danger. That's why they give them to
I mean,
pregnant women.
initially they are, but I feel like
I mean, I feel
I
like
don't
we could
think-
also rephrase this question as what food makes the best knife?
What food makes
Candy
the best
cane.
weapon, though? Because weapon could also be poison, which is why the fruit counts too.
Pufferfish. If you don't prepare it extremely delicately in the correct way, it's a very poisonous food. Like you have to study for 10 years as a sushi chef.
Do you
like
touch it
specifically to-
and get killed?
No, but also the food you're talking about isn't real,
It is real. It's called a pong pong tree.
but it's not real.
It is real.
It's from a TV show.
Based on real shit.
The real shit just being that Thailand is a place that exists.
No, I looked it up. I
No,
watched.
the fruit is real.
I watched White Lotus.
He
and
said it was just a poison peach.
it is.
No, it's not a peach. It's a pyong pyong.
It's called. I don't know. It looks like a peach. That's how they explained it on the show. But I looked it up. It was like poison tree, Thailand, and they were like, "Yeah, these are called pong pong trees, and they do this
Whiskey's poison if you drink enough of it.
if you drink enough."
But that's liquid, not food.
I think candy cane is our answer.
Yeah, I think we got to go with candy cane.
You just make a shiv out of that in no time. All right. Well, somebody let us know if we were wrong.
If you can think of a more dangerous food.
Yeah, let us know. In the comments on the YouTube, let us know. But I think that candy cane is our answer. Or poison fruit.
Screw that poison fruit. It only exists one place in the world. Pufferfish are everywhere. I don't know about everywhere, but they're more than just one place.
I mean, you can probably find poison fruit other places. Like different kinds of poison
Amazon,
fruit.
I'm sure there's 50 different poisonous plants.
Robert, what was your thoughts on White Lotus? Just because now I finally can talk to you about it.
Did you finish it already?
I watched all 8 episodes in one day.
Wow, all in one day.
I was house sitting this weekend for my parents, and so I was like, I got plans. Burn through this bad boy.
Yeah, we watched it week to week, so I thought
It was way better being able to go boom, boom, boom,
Yeah, I
boom,
bet.
boom.
I'm house sitting this weekend now, so I might have to do
Burn
that.
it. Just burn it, dude. And it's offset. Like, I mean, they had some callbacks to other stuff.
Yeah.
Not a ton.
not a ton. You don't need to have watched season 1 and 2.
Yeah. Although you could start with 1 and 2 and then go to
Oh, yeah, I
three
should
and be
probably
pretty-
do that.
No,
I
you don't
forgot.
have to. It's not really.
Do the other seasons have Walton Goggins?
Nope.
No.
Okay, I might skip them then.
But yeah, I thought it was better than season 2. I would go 1, 3, 2 if I had to rank them, and I feel like most people thought season 3 sucked.
I would go 2, 1, 3.
You're the only person that I've heard not say that one was the best one. That's all I've heard was that one was the best.
I like season 2 more. I like things
I was just
open-
over Jennifer Coolidge by season 2,
probably.
and it got weird. And there's some weird shit in
She's in
season
there?
3. Oh my god, these gays, they're trying to kill me.
The gays are so bad. Clip that.
Yeah, put that. And
Things just opened up more in season 2 because they were in Italy and they went to more locations.
that's true.
From what I remember in season 1, it was pretty much just the hotel.
Yeah,
I don't even know why I was lying. I'm not going to watch it.
I didn't think you would.
I don't care about rich people vacationing. And people are like, it's more than that. I don't fucking care.
It's not really though.
I don't care. I've got way more shows that
It's
I'm
mostly
actually
just
interested
like
in.
rich people vacation and they're assholes a lot of times.
And then I also heard like half the appeal of this season was just Piper Posey's voice. The mom with the preppy.
Lorazepam.
I don't know.
I just call. I forgot her names. I forgot most of their names the whole time. I was just like, that's Lorazepam. That's the hot actress lady. That I knew.
heard was people online doing
There you go.
recreations.
I knew Lachlan.
Popper, no.
I think Walton Goggins was Rick.
Yeah.
There's Gary / Greg.
Yeah, there was Chelsea. There was
Chelsea was
Timothy.
Teeth, right?
Uh-huh. Timothy was a husband.
I just called her Teeth.
Maybe I'll read the book on this season.
Yeah. Which also I didn't know this, that Timothy was fucking Lucius
By the
Malfoy.
way, guys, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Probably should have started
No.
off with that.
We haven't said any spoilers.
I didn't give any spoilers. Lucius Malfoy is the fucking
You're saying names. I thought that was spoilers.
Lucius Malfoy is the dad in the show.
In
He's
season
like,
3,
and he's like, I got a North Carolina accent, and I was like, what do I know him from? She's like, he was Draco Malfoy's dad, and I was like, what?
Is he a cunt in this too?
Kinda,
All right.
kinda. But he'd be like, all right, boys, let's go on, let's follow the hotel's cell phone policy and turn our cell phones in. All right, Lachlan, do this.
You can't be famously British and do an American accent. It just takes you completely out of
Rick
it.
Grimes.
But he wasn't famously British before Rick Grimes.
Love Actually, ever heard of it?
Never seen it.
A lot of people had though.
Yeah, I was a young dude, before and after for many years of that movie, so I just refused to watch it.
But he's like not a knockoff looking John Hamm because he has short hair instead of his long blonde
Why
hair.
not? Why didn't they just get John Hamm?
But-
Was he too busy doing SNL?
No, they wanted the bad guy from Harry Potter. But I was telling Emma every time like there would be some like cliffhanger at the end of it, I'd be like, oh, I bet I know there it is. The Death Eaters got him. The Death Eaters are coming to get him. He's got to serve the Dark Lord. You know how this goes. Okay, and it's enough White Lotus talk, but I do like season 3. I thought season 3 was a lot better than like the way that everybody had pitched it had been like, dude, this season fucking sucks. Binge it. It's way better if you binge it.
It's got Walton Goggins. He's awesome in everything.
Snake show. That was the funniest part of the whole thing. No,
There's
funniest
snakes.
There's snakes in it.
Yeah, I'm definitely out then. Fuck that.
Funniest
shit. I'm not watching that.
part of it was the snakes, and then the mom getting a massage and having to take a lorazepam because she needed to relax before a massage.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what? Okay. Think you might have a pill problem, lady. She does have a pill problem. Spoiler.
Oh, the rich white lady has a pill problem. Shocker.
Okay.
I talk like this and vacation around the world, and my daughter's a rich little cunt. Yeah, I could tell you that lady does pills.
Just like if like we aren't vacation guys on the like if you had to pick 10 places to go on a vacation to, you could go anywhere. You didn't have to pay. Thailand's not on your top 10, is it? Same.
If I had to create a top 10, are we talking like anywhere
Anywhere
or just,
in the world
just
you can-
outside of the country? I mean, I'd probably have 10 places, or 8 of my top 10 would be in America.
Okay. Yeah.
But if it
No.
has to be outside,
But like, Pat, you can go on any vacation you want for a week, and we like it's
Thailand
covered.
would probably be like number 4 or 5 for me, honestly.
Really?
I don't think I have 10 places I want to go. And my buddy has been to Thailand and said it was really cool.
I'm not saying it's not cool. I'm just saying like I don't get like Japan. Don't want to go there. China. Don't want to go there. Taiwan. Don't give a fuck
Are you kidding
about.
me? If I had to go, it would probably be anywhere in Ireland 1, Tokyo 2.
Yeah, I want to go to Japan.
I want to be the biggest person in a country. That sounds
Australia,
awesome to
maybe
me.
Sydney.
Possibly Australia would be cool, but like, I think Thailand would be pretty dope. And my buddy's been there since Colombia above Thailand. Berry
Colombia kinda
tree,
has some stuff
coca
going
tea.
on, right?
They got some women down there.
Okay.
Colombian women are crazy and beautiful, which is a combo I am very attracted
Yeah.
to. And then like Thailand, like I think I've got like 5 places I would want to go in the world. I don't want to go to Mexico.
I want to just go all over Italy. Italy would fucking
Yeah.
rock.
Puerto Rico during baseball season. I think would be cool, but like also I'm not gonna fucking do that. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not a scout.
Like I go on vacations like day 3. I'm like I kind of want to just be home, but I don't want to do all the travel stuff.
I'd go to like Edmonton, Alberta.
I would not ever go to Canada.
Like I'm saying, like if I had
No
to travel
reason to
outside,
go there.
that's where I would go. What did you do? I went to a small town and I drank in a bar for 6 days. Did you experience the culture? I drank in one of their bars with their people,
No, I went to an all-inclusive and I partied.
which is also the exact same thing I would do to go to. If I went to Ireland, I would just drive to some small town, get a hotel, and I would just be a regular in their pub for a week.
Yeah, like I wouldn't want like, and by party I mean when I say I just partied all week. Like in Jamaica for my honeymoon, which is really my only real travel experience I have as an adult. I went and we did snorkeling, we got massages, but that's kind of we felt like we had to do stuff, and then we just sat on the beach and drank, and I was like, that rocks. That's all I want to do. Like I like doing.
I can do that in Florida.
Nothing. Yeah, but then you're like, I'm in Jamaica. This is cool. And then you eat at all the cool restaurants in an all-inclusive resort.
Cool. I just know I'd get a sunburn in 8 minutes. Too close to the equator for
but
me.
when you're at an all-inclusive, they got all the awnings and shit, and you just like lay on
Fair
like
enough.
a bed under it. It rocks.
Like I don't care about space.
But again, I don't go
nowhere in
vacation, so-
Europe. I don't count Ireland and England as Europe.
I was like,
I
that's
don't know
very
why.
Europe.
It's just it is but
Very
it's
much
not.
Europe.
I mean continental Europe. Maybe Sweden and like Norway. My buddy's been to Norway, said it's cool as shit.
Pass.
Large Viking women. That's what I'm picturing. I'm just picturing tall blondes with zins in.
Just take me back to Jamaica. That's all I want. Be Jamaica 1 through 10.
But Tokyo, I kind of want to just go to
You go
Tokyo and
drifting.
dress up as Godzilla and walk around. I don't think they would find it as funny as
They
I
would not at all.
Some of them probably would. I bet some of them would be like, because they do that.
What do you mean by they?
Asian women.
Oh. Clip that one too. Robert.
Specifically Japanese. I shouldn't say Asian. Japanese women.
Oh, they all look the same to you? That's why you just categorize them as the same?
Pretty close.
Let's move on. Let's move on. What did I have? Okay, are you guys getting political texts still?
Nope.
Like, I'm getting like school board texts, and I don't know why.
No, I still get the
Like,
tolls.
I get that a couple times. But now they started putting them in groups, and then you have people that respond to the group thing with just middle fingers. I'm like, dude, guys, you don't reply all.
I've never been in a group for it.
I've been in a group for it, and it's annoying. And I just report it as junk. But I've started reporting all of these as junk, and it's still like every day, like, so-and-so is fighting to take away something in schools. I'm like, I don't care.
If I was you, I'd start responding. I'd be like, good, I fucking hate schools.
Well, I honestly hope they do now because you're texting me and they're not. Like, whatever side is it texting me, I want that side to win.
You should respond. Be like,
no, because it's not a real person.
Yeah, but you should respond and just be like, okay, I'm angry you texted me. I will now vote for the other guy out of spite. If you Venmo me $20, I won't vote at all.
I don't think that's legal.
Yeah, it is. Why would that be illegal?
You can't pay for votes.
No. You're asking them to pay you
politician,
not to vote for them. I've already said my vote is going to go to the other guy because you've pissed me off. But if you give me money, I just won't vote.
I think that's also the same thing.
You're not paying me not to vote. You're paying me not to vote for the other guy out of spite.
You're paying for a vote or a not vote.
It's a spite vote, though. There is legal wiggle room for a spite vote.
Look, buddy, I'm not going to vote, okay? I'm not going to go vote.
Not in any local
shit. Not real election.
The big election. That's what I'll vote for.
Oh, a school board that has no effect on me? Yeah, I don't give a shit about you guys.
The only way I think I would get vote for local.
Maybe I run for a school board. Should I just try and take over one? We could do like a passive gravy hostile takeover of like a school board. You, me, Robert, all get on the board and we just do crazy shit.
We could bankrupt HISD so quickly.
I think it's already bankrupt.
Not even on purpose. I don't know, dude. I thought candy bars in every classroom was a good idea.
First off, let's get to the banned book list, gang. And it's every book we had to read for school.
Reinstitute smoking rooms.
Hey, Kill a Mockingbird. Get it out of here.
Like we know
Alien Chronicles. Nope.
You know what? Fuck you, Beowulf. We don't need to read any
Beowulf,
British shit.
So problematic. Get it out of here.
Never read it.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I read the first chapter and made a B on my test just by making guesses.
Only book allowed in libraries is Great Gatsby. That's the only fine one, all right?
Gatsby was pretty sick.
And picture books.
Guinness Book of World Records.
Nope. Gravy Book of World Records.
We haven't published.
Well, they're not allowed to publish.
You still need to see cool pictures.
Nope.
Ripley's Believe It or Not book.
Yep.
There we go. We'll do that one.
Yep. And then like 3 comic books.
Some old National Geographics, only one of which has some old titties in it, but you don't tell the kids which one.
We put tape over them.
A secret book hidden in the base of one of the bookshelves that teaches kids how to eat pussy.
And then another thing I would institute is just surprise lunch. Like what is this? Oh, it's like when you get like double Jeopardy. You're like, oh shit! Oh, it's your daily double. You're like, bleep, 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 free lunch for everybody.
My initial...
It's 9 a.m. I don't care. It's lunchtime.
I knew exactly what you meant, but in my head, surprise lunch, it would just be the hallways are full and teachers just come out and just start food fighting kids and just drilling them.
That's the opposite of
like you're walking to second period, you still haven't woken up. Your math teacher jumps from behind a corner and just pegs you with an entire cake right in the face.
That'll show you.
The PE coach throws a full sausage link at your ankles.
Yeah, a hostile takeover of a school board would be really funny. I'm gonna do that if anybody's fucking with my shit when my kid's in school. I'm gonna just take over the PTA. I'll rally.
That would be even better to take over because school board you have to do actual shit. PTA means nothing and it's only for parents on a power trip.
He doesn't even show up. Yeah,
I took this seat just because I didn't want Karen to have it because she's a total fucking bitch.
All right, first rule of order is she can't come to the meetings anymore.
First rule of order: Karen's son Billy is allowed to be bullied.
All of our kids bully him.
Yeah.
No, we're anti-bullying. We're anti-bullying unless it's the parents.
No, he does not.
We can bully the parents. We just yell. Don't yell at Billy. Yell at Billy's mom when Billy's mom comes to pick him up.
I don't know. Sometimes kids need to be yelled at.
I'm not. I'm anti-bully, so that's how I get elected.
I'm not anti-bully at all.
Yeah, you would never get elected, dude. That's why I'm more of the politician in this pod.
I don't know, man. Wings of change. Or in this country, winds have changed, not wings.
Wings have changed? Okay. Wings have changed.
Let dreams take wing. That's an actual George W. Bush quote.
Well, it's a great quote.
It is. You got to let your dreams take wing.
What else did I have for pre-cum segment?
You spilled cum in your pants.
Oh, yeah. Spilling cumin on my pants.
Oh.
Cumin my pants?
Was there
No,
anything
just-
inconvenient you just wanted to say? I spilled cum in my
I
pants.
saw cumin the other day. I was making some bourbon chicken, so I was throwing some spices and shit.
Are you drinking a little bit of the bourbon at the same
No,
time?
it's not bourbon. No bourbon's in it. It's fun fact. Bourbon chicken has no bourbon in it.
Stolen valor.
Nope. It was
Nope.
It was
Change the name.
created by a
the name.
Chinese chef on Bourbon Street.
Change the name. No.
It's pretty dope though. You put it's got one of those Chinese recipes where you just all right, soy sauce, ketchup, brown sugar, garlic, apple cider vinegar, apple juice.
This just sounds like you're making barbecue sauce.
Just a bunch of shit. It's basically like barbecue sauce. Then you just marinate it. Or you just simmer it in the chicken for 20 minutes, and you're like, this fucking rocks.
You know what would have made that better? Bourbon.
Nope. No bourbon was available at that.
Sounds like a stupid ass recipe to me.
Yeah, I don't know. The cumin one is just what I came up with then. And then the last thing
You
I really
cumed in your pants.
we had there's a guy that I went to school with that is a dad influencer, and he had a kid that's a little bit older than my kid, but he's a first time parent, and there's nothing that infuriates me more than first time parents, not moms, first time dads. If you're a first time mom, you did the shit, you went through the shit. I fucking hung out in a chair and was like, hey, we got this, you got this, breathe. I'm not an expert. I need to shut the fuck up. I don't need to give other people advice. If you were like, hey, Alex, what would you say? If you ask me for advice, that's different. But to go on and just whore your kid out for oh, look, this is what so-and-so. We like donuts. We like to go to the donut stores. That kid can't eat donuts.
Also every kid in the world likes sugar.
He tries to do influencer shit. And I've seen a lot of other people, and because I hate watch it, then that's what my feed thinks I want to watch. So it's just dad advice shit. And it's if you have one kid, fuck off. Fuck off. I don't need your advice.
Notice how this take comes out
advice.
slowly or shortly after he said he's going to have a second.
No. If you have two kids.
One kid, Alex, always like to be on here going, oh, as a parent, I don't.
But it's usually me making fun of those people.
Well, you were
But
100%
two kids,
serious, and it was obvious
also-
by your tone.
Also, not okay with two kids. You got three kids? That's when you're in the shit. That's who should be giving the advice. This is I got a horde of kids.
I don't know. 2 kids, I think you're allowed to.
And also the
'Cause you
dad,
got a war
I
on
don't
2
really
fronts.
care. I don't care about the dads don't have the good advice. It's the moms that have the good advice.
No, you got to listen to dads because dads will teach you how to have fun with your children.
But this dude will be
If you only listen to moms, that's how you end up with a country that's like France. You're just a bunch of pussies.
don't say that. But this dude will do Sunday dad advice.
I'm just
and
saying
he's
dads matter as well.
so
I
a
didn't know Alex was
few-
so anti-dad.
A few things that we do in our household are this and this. I'm tight, dude. I don't fucking care.
You should comment.
Hey.
One thing we like to do in our household is shut the fuck up.
Hey, did you know that quick tips for all the dads out there? Make sure you get a baby gate. Oh, no way. I've never fucking heard of that. Hey, make sure you put the covers on the outlets and baby-proof your home before you get the kid home. Thanks, dude. That's not the most generic advice I've ever heard anyone give.
I need
at
to
all.
find this. You need to give it to me. 'Cause
I'll
I'm gonna
send it
start,
right to you.
Yeah, because I'm going to comment.
I got a
underneath.
group chat that just talks about these.
I'm going to be like, quick tip for the dads out there. Vasectomies are worth it.
Oh, will you gonna do the hate posts on it?
Oh, no. I'll just not hate post, dickhead comments. Not fully mean, just kind of a dickhead.
I don't want to blow up my spot, but if you want to DM at PassReadPod on Instagram, I'll send you the link. Don't make it obvious where you got it though.
Okay.
That would be really funny.
I mean, do I know
You
this
could.
person? Is this somebody
No.
you know that you somebody you know
Guy
from college?
college.
Okay, so I'm a complete random.
That'd be pretty funny. But I want to comment on it so much time and just no one fucking cares. Stop just using your kid for content.
This is not your content.
It bugs me when people's entire content is trying to just use their kids to get likes and shit. And I fucking hate that. I try not to post my
kid was
kid.
born 8 minutes ago. Here's their face. Dude, come on.
I post my kid, I get it, but I don't do it all the time. I try not to. If you look at most of my posts, they're not her.
Your social media is not your children.
Yeah.
It's you.
And then
It's
sometimes
yours.
it's like, oh, I did this thing with her. Okay, cool. But not always. I'm not like, so-and-so and I went to Buc-ee's and the first thing she wanted to do was try the beaver nuggets. It's like, she doesn't have teeth. She can't.
Early not cool. I forgot to buy beaver nuggets when I went to a Buc-ee's this weekend.
I don't know. I'm just ranting about influencers. But like dad influencers, we don't really need them.
There's too many influencers.
Don't really need them.
There's too many influencers.
There's too many. We need to chill out on it.
We should have either
a lot of mom influencers seem like they're annoying, but like I feel like there's a lot to gain from like a woman that actually gave birth telling me what the advice is.
We should have a tournament of influencers. There can only be so many. Let's give it. It's like, let's say 1,000. There got to be 1,000 influencers in the country at any given moment. Go.
And then we can vote them out. It's like Survivor.
Yeah.
Nope. Sorry.
What
Hand
do
in
you
the
do?
card.
I act like a dickhead to people on YouTube, and I call them prank videos, but I'm just really being an asshole. Your license is revoked. Also, you're in jail in the Philippines for the next 20
I don't know.
years.
The Beans guy is funny, and he does just pranks.
No, there was that guy Vitali that all he does is annoy. Like he goes to other countries and is rude to them. The Philippines just arrested him, and they're like, I don't know. We might keep him for 15 years. We haven't decided his sentence yet.
One that I do
Seems perfectly fine with me.
hate watch, but I kind of like it sometimes is the guy that just does, like he just films in public and then gets people to freak out on him for filming in public, and they're like, why are you standing here? Just film it. For what? Just for a project. Well, what project? I don't give you my consent. It's like, well, you shouldn't walk up to the camera then. It's public property. And then they call the police, and it's like, I'll watch all of that. I'll watch. And then my algorithm's like, guess what Alex likes to watch? And it ruins it. That's enough of me talking about games and shit that I watch on the internet. What do you guys got for Precome?
This is just it's not really anything. It's just ridiculous. I'm now back in possession of my college diploma for the first time since the day I got it.
Oh shit! You gonna hang it up?
No,
Come
but
on.
as I was leaving my parents Monday morning, my mom was like, "Oh yeah, I got a bag of like some of your old stuff. It's like picture albums and your diploma." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I always kind of assumed you had that one, but I never really knew."
You should
where
just
it was.
put like thumbtacks on it. Like don't like frame it or anything. Just put it up like or like duct tape it to the wall.
It's been in my trunk. I haven't even taken it out of the bag with the other shit that it's in. It's been just sliding around my trunk for 4 days now. I don't know what the fuck am I supposed to do. Hey, here's my diploma. I didn't use it. I work in a restaurant.
But it looks cool.
Yeah, I'll probably just put it up in the remote episode man cave.
Yeah. But like duct tape it so it looks really classy.
Actually, what if I like go to my buddy's house and I hide it in his house?
Hang it up there.
Like he never opens it and it says Texas State University. So he thinks, what if I went over to his house and took his off the wall and replaced it
Swap
with mine?
'em?
Swapped it.
Do that. Definitely do that.
Because actually, now that I think about it, that son of a bitch never even mentioned that I switched out his silverware drawer.
No. I didn't notice.
Probably didn't even.
Probably didn't notice.
I need to ask him, like, dude, did you ever notice?
Thought his wife did it. It was just like, I don't know. She changes things sometimes.
It's not a bad idea. I think I'll have to do that. But yeah,
Next
went-
time you go, just switch like how a door is. Hey, that door used to open in. Now it opens out. That's weird.
I went 10 years of just having an idea of where my college diploma was.
But you don't really
Not
need
knowing.
your diploma for like you can show that like I graduated
Especially
from
me.
here, but like do you need to be like present your diploma? I don't think so.
Honestly, I haven't it open. There's a chance that the diploma's fallen out and it's not even in there.
It's still just
I
like an
didn't
empty
check.
piece of paper
I just
that they gave you when you walked.
in the bag of all the shit that was in there, I saw the outline of what looked like it would be a diploma, and I didn't open it to check. I don't
Like the
care.
Declaration of Independence.
But it was just a moment for me where I was like, I'm 34 and I just now got my diploma. Had no fucking idea. I know at one point, I think we had to mail it to my sister initially because my parents were moving or something. And then eventually it got to my mom. And every 3 or 4 years, I feel like I would ask me, do you know where my diploma is? She's like, I don't have it. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you do, Mom, but okay.
My parents hung mine up and they were like, "Do you want it?" And I was like, "No. I don't really know what to do with it. Like, I'm not a doctor."
You should hang it behind you for the peep show.
Yeah,
But just to remind everyone,
I graduated.
I went to college for this.
graduated at like a 2.6, great GPA.
From a D2 school, you know.
No, it's not a D1 school now.
Was at the
D1
time.
School. It's not what it was. It's what it is.
I started at a D2 school and I finished at a D1. Same
I finished
school.
D1 school.
No, you didn't.
It's D1 school right now. Robert, what you got for pre-cum segment?
Nothing this time. Nothing this time.
Just pass.
Just pass. I'm gonna pass.
All right.
I'm gonna pass.
Let's move on to the Comeback Kids segment where we tell you what's back according to us this week.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
All right, our first Comeback Kid this week is women. Because Herstory was made this week, boys. Herstory.
Yeah. I didn't know you could send 7 passenger princesses into space.
They were astronauts.
Slay girl
Yeah.
boss.
They're astronauts.
What did they do? How did they steer?
Using they synced. They all synced and they in sync flew it and then
There
brought
wasn't
it
a
back
button
down.
in that entire spacecraft.
Well, that's because they synced themselves. They sync their bodies. That's what women can do that men can't do.
I was like, for people that don't know, a bunch of rich women got thrown into space and then came back to Earth.
Katy Perry, Gayle King, and Jeff Bezos, his fiance.
And
then
everyone was like, oh
3
my
other
God, what an
ladies.
achievement. I was like, the only thing they achieved was being able to pay for this.
Or getting gifted it.
Or getting gifted. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure Oprah probably paid for Gail. I don't know. They've been friends for so many years. She's probably folded into a lot of Oprah's
I
businesses.
would
So
bet.
Gail's probably rich as shit. Bezos' girl, yeah, he obviously paid for it. Katy Perry, I'm sure the record label paid for it.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was cool that they did it. And then everybody was like, this is fucking bullshit.
Didn't they have to train for like 2 months to be up there for 12 minutes? Fuck it. That's not worth that.
What if things go bad? You ever seen the Challenger?
Exactly. What if things go bad?
They had to train
Guess
for
what?
it.
I can watch the video of them doing it. Same experience.
Yeah.
I know it's not the same.
I don't know. If somebody was like, Pat, you want to go to space? Would you say no?
I'd probably say no.
I'd wanna
It
go.
seems like a hassle.
Can I go on
And
the big
honestly,
dick thing they went on? I'd go on that.
Air travel isn't so tight right now.
Well, that one went fine.
I'm just saying. I wouldn't want to do it because, like, what if? But then no more bills.
No more bills, see? And you go out in a blaze of glory and they have to talk about you forever.
I'd probably do it.
Yeah. Yeah. you
Now,
would.
here's the thing. Do I have to do anything? Do I have to train?
Yeah.
Not doing it.
Robert, would you go to space?
No, I don't think I would.
I'd talk
Not a-
so much shit if I
Not
went
a
to space.
fucking chance
I would
Robert
talk
would go to space.
so much shit if I went. I don't know. I was just in
go.
space.
I bet cool. I was north of San Antonio last weekend. I went farther than you did.
Yeah, but not up.
I don't know if that's actually far.
Not up, though. Have you ever seen the Earth's atmosphere? Because I did.
Yeah,
That's what
remember
I'd
when
say.
when Red Bull 8 years ago sent a guy up that high and then he jumped out of it? I saw that.
That was cool.
That was more impressive than what they did.
Well, they're not there.
Also, and then they faked the opening of the door.
It opened and then they reopened it.
Like they started to open it from the inside, and a lady ran over. Was like, no, close it. The photo op's not ready yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think as many people were gonna get mad about it, and then like all I saw, I was like, "That's cool. All right, cool." They did that thing, and then people were like, "Fuck them, these bitches! How dare them?" I was like, I don't really feel that way about it, but okay.
Yeah, I don't really care that they went up to space. I don't care about space as much as other people do. Like I don't care when they're testing rockets and they're launching things up to space and
I like the chopsticks thing that they do with
Yeah.
Elon's, where it's like caught. That's cool every time. Like, oh, rockets landed. Psych, we got it. We're good.
I don't care.
But
Yeah,
that's
like,
what that's not even space though.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
just
not
stuff
mad
that
at
came
it.
from space.
I don't care. I just thought it was dumb when I saw people online like, that's so awesome. I'm like, they didn't fucking do anything. It was literally the exact same thing as if you had been watching me just sit on my couch, watch TV, and then randomly I floated up in the air for like 8 seconds. And then you just watch me sit there for another 9 minutes.
Look, my 10-month-old came up to me after watching that crying, and she said, "Daddy, does that mean I can be an astronaut too?" And I said, "Yes, sweetheart. You can do anything you set your mind to.
See, my 6-month-old came up to me afterward and was like, "Dad, I wasn't super happy with the representation. There was too many white women in the capsule," and I was like, "Me
Gail King. You're like Gail King.
too."
No. Gail King. And Lauren Sanchez. A very diverse cast and crew.
So just one of each.
I think there were more.
Did they have a French Polynesian woman in there? Because representation matters.
I don't know.
What about an Indo?
There was a Wynn. Amanda Wynn was there.
I don't know who that is.
I couldn't point her
I
out.
doubt she's Indo-Chinese or French Polynesian, whatever I just said.
I don't know. I didn't ask. I don't see, I don't see color. I don't see race. All I see is space. That's all I see. That's all that matters. and represent. I see rights and representation. And really, what I saw on Monday when they did that was not them breaking through the atmosphere. I saw 7 women breaking through a glass ceiling that was the earth, and then coming right back down. They were like going all the way up. Like, well, someone's got to do the dishes. Get them back down.
I heard someone say, it was a few people talking about it, and there was a woman sitting with them, and they go, how'd you feel watching it? And she was like, a little nervous. And somebody else goes, there's no curbs to hit in space. But then again, they weren't driving, so, it was pretty safe.
Yeah, but history was made. So shout out to women.
Shout out women.
You did it.
Also, they helped me win the mock draft last week.
Women
nobody
did.
understands
Women
them.
did. Yeah. But they can go to space. So they got that. They got that going for them.
Literally nothing a man can do that women can't. Like go to space.
Specifically that.
Specifically.
Yeah. But there's other things that they can pretty much do.
You think if you're floating in space and you fart, it can propel you forward?
Yep. Bet it can.
I guarantee, there has to be an astronaut at some point who pulled out his bare ass to test that theory.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you're in the pants, it's going to block it. It's not going to do it. Which means if it's happened in space, it means there's video of it. Why has NASA never released the video?
That's what they're hiding.
That would make space travel
They're
more.
giving us JFK files. I want that.
Like if you told me, Pat, you can go into space. Also, we're going to give you beans beforehand, and you can just fart and move around. I would go. I would train for that. If I could propel myself with farts, that's every man's dream.
Is it?
You never knew it was your dream before this moment, but do you want to do it?
I mean, if I was in space, yeah.
Yeah,
The
that's your dream
opportunity
now.
Itself. It's not my dream.
Yeah, it's totally your dream.
Presented itself. I
You
would.
dream of going to space, and if you were in space, you would fart to move around. That literally makes it your dream.
I don't think so.
I don't know how you're not getting this.
I don't
Robert,
think so.
explain it to him.
You dream about farting in space. Pat said it clearly.
Another comeback kid we got. Let's continue with misogyny, Pat.
That's what I'm good at.
Sideline reporters are back because you see the Braves guy that got a girl's number and was a misogynist and like no place for that in this game.
Yeah, I mean, how dare he ask her for her number?
Well, they made it a whole bit, dude. Like, so what we're talking about is the Braves sideline reporter. If you're an Astros fan, the Braves Julia Morales basically was. He was like, "Oh, so we're at the viewing deck, and we got so and so and so and so. So you're from out of town, I understand." And she was like, "Yeah, blah blah blah. I come in once a year to visit my friend. And we go to a Braves game." He's like, "So have you become a Braves fan yet?" And she's like, "No, not yet." And he's like, "Well, I guess I got six innings to convert you." And then the guys in the booth in his ear were like, "Yeah, you guys get 6 innings to try and grab that number." He's like, "Oh, the fellas are saying that I got 6 innings to get your number." And then she ended up giving him her number allegedly, and it was like, "Wow, misogynistic."
They put her on the spot. I don't know. You've got free will. You can say no,
or you could put a fake number,
or you could just say no.
or put a fake number.
Like I don't think he's going to attack you on camera.
Yeah, definitely not.
That was probably the safest place to be asked on a date, actually.
If it was a bit that every time they did a game, he went and was trying to pick up a girl's number, that would kind of be a funny bit.
I hope they do that now.
It would be weird. Be a weird bit, but it would be funny. So yeah, it's not, I don't know, like, if it happened a bunch of times, yeah, that's kind of a weird thing to do. But if
It was spur of the moment. It was
just
funny.
he was being a corny dude, like, I don't know.
It wasn't even him. It was the guys in the booth. He was just doing what he was told.
He could have just let it stay in his earpiece, but he didn't.
No, he couldn't.
He could have.
No, he couldn't.
He
It's
had to
his
do
job
anything.
to interact with the fans.
They
And also,
dared him
she was a hot blonde.
to get her number.
He definitely couldn't.
They dared him.
Also, it was a hot blonde who was just in town for the weekend.
Sounded like she wanted to have fun. He was
Yeah.
trying to help her have fun.
I was
Would
led
you
to
like to
believe
see-
that girls just want to have fun.
Would you? That's all I was told too. Would you like to see Atlanta? I can show you around Atlanta.
I have special access.
I know a
work
few
for the
things
team.
about this ballpark. Why don't I take you get a hot dog?
Then he gets her in the tunnel, and an actual player walks by, and she leaves him for him.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. But
Ronald Acuna just steals her right out from underneath him.
sideline reporters back in a big way.
So back.
Also, action figures are back. Guys, did you see this? Did you see everybody's action figures they made? They made their action figures, and it's like, guess what, guys? I have my purse with me, and I like to go swimming, so I have a bathing suit on. And
Wait, like people are making their own?
they're going on AI, and it's AI.
Have you
making,
not seen this?
No.
Everybody's doing
This
it.
is everywhere. Like, this is even something that I've seen, and like
I'm not doing it.
A lot of these things I normally don't see.
Hasn't made it to my Instagram.
But
No,
it's very annoying.
like everybody that like that Braves reporter guy would be like, look at me, it's my action figure, and it would be him, and then his two things that would come with it would be like a microphone.
I did see
and a
one.
hot
I didn't
dog.
know it was a trend. I saw one.
A lot of people are doing it, but I don't know how they're doing it. They're using AI, which means you have to give AI all of your hobbies. So now AI, when they take over, is going to know everything that you love, so it will destroy it. So good idea, guys. Now you gave them the cheat code for when they take over.
Here's the problem, though, is
And
90
I like
90
fishing, so it came with a fishing pole.
I went on Twitter and see my Instagram. I don't do anything politically so that it just stays dogs and boobs. I do this, but it's all just exactly what you think my, like, a conservative fucking fake. It's all just making fun of liberals. This sucks. It's all political. I hate all of this.
Yeah, but everybody did their action figures, and everybody's super unique in all of them. Like, this is my thing.
I'm a hot girl. I like Pop-Tarts, and I have a knife because I'll stab you.
Don't mess with me. I'm a spicy Latina. So I have to have my tacos, my Jimmy Choo shoes, and a knife. I'm from Miami. I have cocaine and an all-white outfit and more cocaine.
I mean, the Seinfeld ones are pretty cool. I'm not seeing any that are not stupid. All these suck.
I don't know. Like, I just imagine everybody's like, holy fuck, dude. Roberts is exactly what those are the things Robert likes.
I'm an Instagram baddie. I've got an Acura, Hot Cheetos, Plan B. Be like,
The plan B's funny.
a broken cell phone, of course.
Robert's action figure would have a computer. It would have an AWOL Nation shirt. It would have an Astros hat. And it would not have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in it because he hates them.
It would definitely not have a dog in his.
Pat would have, you'd have what you're wearing right now, but then it would be like bourbon.
It would just be a bottle of
then
whiskey and a
It
dog.
would be a dog and a microphone. It's like because he does a podcast, he likes to drink, and he likes dogs. That's so Pat. Guys, he likes drinking and dogs. That is such a unique quality that no one else in the world has.
Alex's would just be like cribs and fucking baby stuff because all he talks about are his children.
No.
No, it would just be a glass of tears and like a Giants hat. That would be Alex's.
Probably. Likely. With like Red Wings on one side. And
Oh,
then
sorry, and like a giant and a big crawfish.
a crawfish, because I like crawfish. People forget that.
No, you'd be wearing your Cal Ripken crawfish shirt. That's what you'd be
that'd
wearing.
be what I'd be wearing. So me.
That's so,
I'm so unique.
So you.
I'm so unique.
I love that for
I
you.
am so unique. No one's built like me. But action figures are back. So if you made your action figure, don't share them with us. You do you. Just don't share them with us.
Okay, there is one of a fat JD Vance though. That's pretty good. I mean, look at that thing. That was a great meme. Actually, the fat
funny.
JD Vances. I don't know if it'll win. Might have to slide into like
I have
honorable
fat
mentions
JD
of
Vance on,
meme of the year.
Meme of the year for
Yeah.
sure. All right. Also back is the Yoffs. The Yoffs are back, buddy. NHL, NBA playoffs start this weekend. I'm going to the Rockets game 1. Taking on the Dubs. Fuck Steph Curry. Fuck Draymond Green.
Draymond
Fuck
versus
Steve
Dylan
Kerr.
Brooks. Do you think we can bet on
It's Draymond versus Alpi.
Yeah, no, it's going to be Draymond versus Dylan Brooks. There's
Dylan
going to
Brooks
be
is
at
gonna
least
be locking
one.
down Jimmy Butler.
But I'm just saying there's going to be at least one double tech between them. Can I bet on the total number of technicals in that series?
Probably. Maybe not the series, but in a game, you could probably bet that. And just bet Draymond to have one, and you're probably
And
set.
Dylan Brooks. Every game you should bet Draymond and Dylan Brooks to get teed up. Not every game.
I
Definitely
don't
game
know.
1.
Just hope they beat the fuck out of him.
By game 3, Draymond's going to kick somebody in the nuts.
Yeah, and then act like it was insane that they called him for it.
Or it'll be like
do you mean? Wait, what?
it'll be one of those plays where they're jogging down the court and then like Draymond cuts him off and throws his elbow up into his neck and then like swings his arm around and wraps him up. And then he'll act like, dude, we just got tied up. I don't know what happened. That's not a foul. Dude, you fucking assaulted him. If this wasn't on a basketball court, you'd catch charges.
Yeah. Fuck Draymond.
That's back. NHL playoffs back to. I think I saw this is like the first time since I think they said 1967
Like the 60s.
that the Bruins and Red Wings both didn't make the playoffs.
Yep. And like the first time since like the 40s that 4 of the 6 original 6 teams did not make it.
Not my NHL.
It'll be fine next year. That'll be next year.
It's
It's only been 9 years since my team was in the
I just
playoffs.
need
It's
the-
9 years. It's fine.
I just need the
It's
Bruins to fire their GM.
okay with it.
So sad.
They'll be fine. They'll be
But hey,
fine.
Rockets.
Rockets.
We're fun.
We're Rockets podcast. Rocket cast.
We're rock hard for the Rockets.
Rock hard for the Rockets. Hashtag. Make the hash. Print the shirts.
That should be it. Hashtag rock hard. But it's the Rockets are. Because we cheer so hard.
We cheer so hard that we're like rocket hard.
Dude, if we got the cheering section to all wear. What do they call the
Rock
cheering
hard.
section at the.
Red Rowdies.
What if we got them all to wear rock hard shirts?
Yeah.
That'd be incredible.
It's just got the rock on it. Rock hard.
That actually does seem like I'm starting my own hashtag rock hard. Live hard, play hard. All right, Rock.
All
Calm
right,
down.
dude. Chill out. You already have your bull thing on Under Armour or whatever it is.
Yeah, you have enough money. Calm down.
What else do you have for Comeback Kid?
Naps.
Naps are back.
Dude, my master's Sunday nap.
Well, I didn't get that. I
Was
watching
so
it on my
good.
phone.
Part of it for me was because I did have to wake up at 5:20 that morning to go help my dad do his Knights of Columbus cook. I don't know, something. I had to wake up
Yeah.
early, drive 45 minutes, and then drive back. I was very sleepy. So yeah, I got a great master's
What
nap.
is Knights of Columbus?
It's like a Catholic men's organization or something. It's like just people that are in the
Like
church.
a Freemason thing?
It's like the men that go there, and it's like a group for men, but then they like do charity work and shit like that too. And like they were cooking we woke up early to go cook breakfast tacos for all the guys that were there since 3 a.m. smoking pulled pork to like
sounds
sell
pretty
for
sick.
like church funds and shit like that.
You should tell them to buy everybody hats that are just the Kansas City Royals hats and see if anybody doesn't notice. I got us all Knights of Columbus hats.
That would be sick. But yeah, so I got a great nap on Thursday or Sunday.
Sunday.
Great nap. Actually, I got a nice little master's nap on Saturday too.
There you go.
It was sick.
I did not get any Masters naps then.
But
I
you're
did
a
watch
dad.
as much as I could.
I thought it was the law that dads had to sleep during majors.
Nope. Not at that point, I guess, yet. You would think, but I'm not quite.
I think I'm going to have to report him to the dad council. He's
There's
breaking
not
the
one.
law.
There's not one.
I think you'll have to.
Yep.
There's not a dad council.
He thinks there's not a dad council. He's not even cool enough to be in.
If there was, I wouldn't talk about it because you don't talk about dad council.
I don't think he don't know about dad council.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's just keep talking lower and lower until.
Our last comeback kid is Easter. It's fucking Easter weekend.
I'm gonna fucking eat so much chocolate on the Monday and Tuesday after Easter when it goes on sale at Walgreens.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that definitely.
I'm gonna be eating chocolate bunnies for days, son.
Days. I should try and get the discount Easter chocolate on Easter before I go to the Rockets game and just sneak it all in.
So much egg shaped, dude. The Easter Reese's, the egg Reese's,
Easter Reese's, Cadbury eggs.
Oh wait, are they gonna have egg big cups this year?
Ooh, maybe they should.
I heard the peanut butter and jelly one's really good. I haven't tried.
Yeah, it's like we just added another awesome thing.
What if
to
we
something
made it
that's already
Uncrustable, but instead of bread, it was peanut butter?
And
That's the fucking
it was
greatest idea
just
of all
chocolate
time.
outside. Done. All right. Yeah, no, that sounds pretty great. Why would you not do that? Okay, we're gonna do it.
America.
Do it. Yeah.
The European mind simply cannot comprehend the Reese's Big Cup.
Have you guys thought about like how like bread kind of sucks sometimes, and it should be chocolate?
No.
Yes, it should be chocolate.
No, rephrase it. Bread never sucks.
But like sometimes
It's not true.
it could
Bread
be better.
sometimes can suck.
Yeah.
But even when bread sucks and it's stale, you know what you do? Give it to ducks. They love that shit.
Ducks do love bread. It's true. Sometimes you don't have a duck always though.
Sometimes you got to give a duck some bread.
Yeah.
That's one of those sayings that people don't realize. They think it's give a duck. No, it comes from give a duck some bread. It's just been shortened over the years.
I've been watching Love on the Spectrum. I got 2 seasons down. Like
It looks so entertaining. I can't watch it.
It is though, because like
I'm gonna start laughing and I'm gonna feel bad.
But like the thing about Love on the Spectrum is like you're not laughing at them, you're laughing with them because I'm like the biggest fan of every single one of them. Where you're like, fucking let's go, buddy. Now they're gonna date it, they're hitting it off. And like one of the
I don't want to take the chance of laughing at them.
You're not. You won't. I promise. You'll be like so. Like it makes me so happy. That show makes me so happy watching them be happy and like even when they're
I
sad.
see clips. I like clips.
I mean, like if you're a Love on the Spectrum fan, Tanner's the goat, and so is Madison. Those are my 1, 2.
Is she
And
the
then-
like really famous girl off of it?
No, she's new. She's new. Then there's another girl that kind of just wants to bang all the time, and I kind of think that's fun. Like she's like, we should take our relationship to the next step, and like is like insinuating she wants to bang, and it's like, all right, like that's what she wants to do. I don't know.
Okay, I might have to get in on this show.
Well, it's just like I don't know. It's like a wholesome show though. Like you see like their family's involved in it. They're like, Mom, I'm gonna go talk to this girl, and like, okay, well, what do you not want to tell her? Like if the date doesn't go well, don't say I don't like you. Just say, hey, I had a great time with you, and like end it there. And it's kind of cool seeing like the learning process and you'd like Tanner. Tanner's like a boxer puppy. He's just like, hi, I'm really excited. My name's Tanner, and these are the 5 things. These are the 5 animals that I like the
You
most.
said
and
the
these,
families are involved?
like, well, like, because
So,
a lot of them still live with their parents, or like they visit their parents. And
I get that, but that means that at some point that dad has watched his autistic daughter run around on TV just trying to fuck guys. That feels
there's
bad.
one that is that way.
But then again, every dad who's had a daughter on any
It's
reality TV show has had the same thoughts. So.
It's a great way to like burn through a season because you can do it in like a day, and it's 30-minute episodes. I think there's like 6 or 7 episodes a season. I love every single person that's on it. It is not a make fun of these people type thing. It's not a make fun of autistic people. It's like they have quirky little things that they do. Like some of them will, like one girl will go on a date and the guy his thing is like he can't be around loud noises, so he's just got headphones on the whole date, so they can't really talk. And it was just kind of like that's a quirky little part of it, but like she's so sweet about how she's talking to him, and then when he takes his headphones off and explains it, you're like, I don't know, man. Like I'm on his side, and
Okay,
like you
now I
root
wanna
for the guys. You like every episode leaves me feeling happy, where you're like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, Tanner got a date. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Connor's going to go take me lady to a duck pond again. Like, let's go.
I
Like,
want to
it makes me so happy watching that show. Like, I feel like it like warms your heart. It's a feel-good show.
I want to screenshot the kid wearing the headphones and just be like, he's got dating figured out.
Just don't listen to
Just
him.
don't listen to women. I mean, not like that, but
They
if you
did to
can't,
my
if you
girl
can't hear them
Madison.
talk.
I love Madison's my favorite on the show. She's so sweet. She's so sweet. And you can tell when she gets excited, she always does this and like gets really excited. And you're like, oh, she's so happy. She's so I get excited for her, dude. It rocks. It's a good show. If you're looking for something to just burn on Netflix, do it and then get back to me. And if anybody's watched it, I'd love to chat about it with you. I need a Love on the Spectrum friend.
I'm sure there's a Reddit for it.
Probably is.
You know what? Wouldn't go to Reddit. Seems like it's probably a mean place.
No, I bet it. I mean, there's probably mean people on it.
But
for
like,
sure.
if anyone's going to be mean to them, it's going to be the Reddit
Yeah.
page. Because every Reddit page is
It
just
does raise
it's
awareness,
fans
though,
bitching
like-
about the thing that they're there to talk about. That's every Reddit page.
But it does raise awareness because I feel like a lot of times, like the longer you go back, like people are like, oh, he's autistic. Like they just thought that was it. Like you're just doomed to that. It's like, no, they can date, they can work jobs, they can do other things. Like they're normal people that just have a thing about them, you know? And like it's cool to see them overcome that and like, oh, I can't talk to people as well. All right.
They're
Like
doing better than I am.
having to kind of like, yeah, they are. Like they're going to like 5 dates.
You have to say it so enthusiastically right there, man. Yeah, Pat, they fucking are.
No, but like I don't know, man. It makes me happy. It's a good show. But
Well, I'm happy you're
about
happy.
we were talking about ducks, and Connor takes his dates to the duck pond and feeds them.
Great duck spot. Or, I mean, date
great
spot. though.
spot.
Who
Great
doesn't want to
spot.
see ducks?
Yeah,
Ducks are awesome.
yeah,
You give them bread, they're all fat and waddling around.
yeah.
They're delicious.
Okay, but Easter's back. And bread rocks, except for when it doesn't, when you can replace it with chocolate. That's where we got to that. But we also got to Easter because we're going to do a mock draft of rabbits
I'm so pumped.
for mock draft season. Now, recapping last week, we did our mock draft of things we don't understand. I thought it was an all-time great mock draft, and it was a fairly. I mean, Pat had almost half the votes, but it wasn't like a blowout win.
Blowout. I beat you by 15%, dog. That's blowout.
But, I mean,
Robert, how'd it feel to come in second, you fucking loser?
Well, so
What
Pat
kind of
had-
a moron comes in second?
Pat had 44% of the vote. Robert had 30, and I had 26%. On the season, Robert and I both have 3 wins, and Pat has 2. We have 2 more mock drafts remaining. The draft is next week. We're doing one then, and then because we pushed it back a week, we are doing another one to wrap up mock draft season. Loser has to raise chickens or grab a cop's gun.
So if I win next week, the final week will be winner take all.
Winner take all.
There'll be 2 last places. Do we both get to? I'm saying we because you guys are gonna fucking juice the vote and make me lose as you always do.
Whoever gets
Does
last
one
on
person
the
have to
last
raise
one, if it
chickens
comes down
and
to
the
that.
other one? Oh, now we're just making up rules. There's
Yep.
2 last places. I was gonna say one should have to get chickens, one grab a cop gun. I call the gun. I'm not raising fucking chickens.
You just might die.
I'll just buy Pokemon and name every single one of my Pokemon chicken.
Nope, doesn't count. Doesn't count that way. So we're doing a mock draft of rabbits / bunnies / hares. If it's basically a bunny, it's gonna I don't know. It's bunny rabbits. Those are rabbits.
I think we'll.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I don't
if anybody,
see any-
don't get fucking technical with us on this, okay? This is our draft. It's a mock draft of rabbits. Any rabbit will do. Fictional, real, anything like that. So we're gonna do reverse order of last week's finish in a snake draft form. It's gonna go me, Robert, Pat, Robert, me, Robert, Pat, Robert, me. Okay? So the mock draft of rabbits begins with me, and I gotta take Bugs Bunny right off the bat because Bugs Bunny he's
Understandable.
the rabbit.
Yeah.
What's up, Doc?
Doc?
All right. This was a tough one for me because I didn't even come up with. I always try to come up with at least 12, in case you guys all happen to choose the exact same ones. I'm going with. I'm gonna go my number 1. Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit's good.
Fucking Robert's gooning over here.
Yeah, he's a big gooner over there.
Yeah, she was probably going to be my second pick. All right, my first pick, I'm happy because I don't get just one person here. I get over 600 Playboy bunnies.
Playboy bunnies. Okay.
Not as iconic as they once were, but still. Fucking Playboy bunnies.
So you were gonna go Jessica Rabbit number 2 and Playboy Bunny number 1.
Yeah, I was going full on horny with
That
it.
is way too horny.
But
for
I'm
this
the
draft.
gooner.
Now Pat's the gooner.
Yeah.
Hand Pat the goon. The goon necklace.
All right, my second pick, I'm going to take the Energizer bunny.
Damn it.
Yeah. Batteries.
Energizer bunny fucks, dude.
Oh, he does. He keeps going and going and going.
and going. Those are good. Those are good picks.
Robert, back to you.
Did you have both of those?
I did have both of those.
He's running out.
I am quickly running out. Normally going the Pat route doesn't help, as we've seen in this.
What the fuck does that even mean?
in
A
the
lot
What
of
is the
rain.
times
pat
you
route?
don't win.
What is the pat route?
Historically,
I'm gonna go with Lola Bunny.
Lola Bunny.
Fucking gooner, dude.
All right. It's just the horny draft right now. This bunnies you guys want to fuck?
Next pick, he's gonna try and take low punny.
I'm gonna go Easter Bunny and Roger Rabbit with my next two on that. Easter Bunny second, Roger Rabbit third. I'm surprised the Easter Bunny fell that far.
Yeah, I feel like Alex is gonna win because Pat and I are splitting the votes.
Yeah, whoever's the horniest.
I took one, and it's also just cultural. Playboy bunnies are American culture. Excuse me.
Well, on my list, I just had the Playboy Bunny, so it would have just been the logo.
The logo, yeah.
Well, the logo's part of Playboy bunnies.
That's true. No, that plays. I'm not saying yours isn't allowed. Back to you, Robert.
All right, this is my third one, right? I'm
Yep.
going with Buster Baxter.
Buster from Arthur.
Arthur.
Buster, you brought her.
I'm so happy. Wait, it's back to me now, right?
Yes.
Then I got two.
here.
I'm going to take the chocolate bunny. Can't believe that was still there. Incredible third round value.
Yeah, I didn't even think about candy.
Of course you didn't. You are not on my brainwaves. Fuck, do I go horny again?
I mean, you committed.
I don't think I have. I've gotten one of my 3 picks is horny.
Debatable.
You trying to fuck chocolate bunnies over here?
You are.
Creepy feeling. Final one. You know what? I'll take one that sounds dirty, but isn't. Thumper.
Thumper.
Thumper from Bambi. Thumper was a fucking badass.
All right, Robert. Do you have anything left?
I do. I do. Let's see. I have 2 left.
Okay, so you get to pick one of those.
Yeah.
Coin
Bring
flip.
it home.
I'm gonna go the Trix Rabbit.
Trix Rabbit?
Oh,
That's a solid one.
good call.
Trix Rabbit is a solid one. Alex?
But they're for kids.
Bring
The
us
only
home.
thing is that they're for kids.
I did not have Trix on mine. That
I
was-
didn't either.
I don't think I would have picked him anyway, but I like my other ones more, but that's a damn good pick.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, hold on. Wait, do we not allow it?
No, we are.
Tricks
allowed.
are for kids.
They are for kids, but the
Robert's
rabbit
not
is
a
still
kid.
rabbit.
Okay, fair enough.
And then I'm gonna go B Rabbit from 8 Mile.
B Rabbit's good.
Eminem's character.
I did not. Oh, I've got about 10.
Yeah, honorable mentions. All right, let's recap it real fast before we get to honorable mentions. Robert, you can share us your last pick for honorable mentions. But our mock draft of rabbits was I had Bugs Bunny, the Easter Bunny, Roger Rabbit, and B Rabbit from 8 Mile. Robert had Jessica Rabbit, Lola Bunny, Buster Baxter from Arthur, and the Trix Rabbit. Pat had Playboy Bunnies, the Energizer Bunny, Chocolate Bunnies, and Thumper from Bambi. So we will post the
I don't even think you need to post it. I won.
poll of the mock draft at 3 o'clock on Thursday, the 17th. That will end at 5 o'clock on Friday, the 18th. Winner gets one step closer to not having to grab a cop's gun. That's all we could really ask.
Or raise chickens.
Or raise
raise
chickens. Or raise chickens. All right. Honorable mentions. What do you got, Robert?
My last one was Blue Bunny ice cream.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Didn't
no,
have
good
that
call not
either.
taking
Yeah.
that, though, because we're in Texas and everyone will be like, Bluebell better. All right, the actual first one that I wrote down, the first thing that popped in my head, snow bunnies. Which is just another name for white women.
White women's. Peter Cottontail.
Peter Cottontail, Peter Rabbit,
Yeah. White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane.
the White Rabbit from Hennessy,
And Alice in Wonderland as well.
Jelly Roll's wife, Bunny XO.
I didn't think either of these would be accepted, but I had Rabbis. And I also had Bun B.
I couldn't have accepted
I would
it, but
not.
I like
I knew
I
it
like
wouldn't have
both
been
of those.
accepted, but I was like, honorable mention, I'm going to bring it up.
I
had
like those.
Janoris Jackrabbit Jenkins, former cornerback for the Giants.
I had the tortoise and the hare. Great story.
I had hair as well. Jackrabbit Slims, the diner from Pulp Fiction, had a $5 milkshake.
Oh, see, that's why I had Honey Bunny from Pulp Fiction. Also, Babs Bunny from Tiny Toons.
Yeah. Velveteen Rabbit.
A rabbit punch. Is when you punch somebody in the back of the head in MMA. I also, in my research, came across Bunnicula. It was a bunny that was bitten by Dracula.
Ooh, that's a good bunny.
Yeah.
It's a good bunny to have.
And then the final one I had was the Hair Club for Men. Not like you're thinking. It's spelled
Hare.
Hare. It was an episode of South Park when they show that Peter Rabbit actually was Saint Peter because God knew that no man should be in charge of the entire church, so he put a bunny.
That's why the
bunny
Pope
in
has
charge.
the tall hat.
Yeah, because there was it was
Cover
like
rabbit
the bunny ears.
You're right. I didn't think about that.
The Hair Club for Men. Great episode.
It's good. It's good. All right. Mock draft of rabbits. We're going to see. I feel like Pat may win this one. Just looking at his, because he's going to get the horny vote.
People love
Energizer
boobs.
Bunny Fox. Chocolate Bunnies is pretty good. Thumper might hurt you. I think I got the best 4th round pick.
Energizer
Trick
Bunny
Rabbit
was
a
so
solid 4th.
iconic that I was going to say that I don't even have to advertise anymore, but you do see Energizer commercials from time to time. Bring back the bunny.
Yeah, they had the
Energizer.
bunny Energizer. Not the.
But you'll just see like now they'll be like search and rescue teams trust Energizer
Oh, yeah,
more
like,
than
dude,
anyone.
don't
Like,
make me
dude, just
think.
shut up. Show me the bunny.
Remember when it was on the like platform that Han Solo gets carbonated on, and it was it keeps going and going, and then Darth Vader's like, and then his lightsaber goes out. And it's like he didn't use Energizer. You're like, you fucking son of a bitch! Of course you didn't.
That was a great commercial.
He was a Duracell guy, clearly. Clearly. Although I don't know, I'm just gone Amazon because you can get 100 batteries for like $15 and they die immediately, but it's 100 batteries.
I spent $15 one time on rechargeable batteries for my Xbox controller. I haven't bought batteries in like 4 years.
When I moved, I couldn't find my batteries, and I had the low battery thing when I was in the middle of a game. I was like, "Fuck, hold on," and I was like, "Am I gonna take the remote controller real fast?"
I think the last time I had to change my remote control batteries, I just stole batteries from work.
Yeah,
Thanks, John.
there you go. There you go. All right, that was our mock draft of rabbits. Let's move on to the not cool segment. There's a lot of things in life that are not cool. One of them, though, Robert, is never going to be the Houston clothing swap because that is going to be cool AF. And that's going down when, Robert? Tell everybody all about it.
Sunday, April 27th from 12 to 4 p.m. at the Sawyer Station, the Silos. Come on out. You can follow Houston Clothing Swap on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, for more information. Basically, swap clothes, bring clothes that you don't wear anymore, they don't fit you, and swap them out with clothes that do. There's going to be a bunch of clothes there, a bunch of accessories too, shoes, jewelry, guys' clothes, women's clothes. There's going to be food vendors and other vendors there as well. April 27th from 12 to 4 p.m. You can follow, again, Houston Clothing Swap on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok for more info.
But, Robert, what happens if my clothes that I bring nobody wants?
They all get donated at the end.
Oh, that's a great idea. Should I bring any wire hangers?
You should not bring any
No
wire hangers.
wire
No wire hangers.
And no underwear.
No underwear, no stained clothes, no clothes with holes in them. See, you should show this to Sam. I pay attention.
Unless
I pay
the holes
attention.
were put there by fashion and not by
if
wear
it's a
and tear.
fashionable hole, but
Yeah.
not just ripped stuff.
Not just stuff that has holes in it. Something that can become a rag.
Don't. Are you laughing at fashionable hole?
Yes. I don't know why that was so funny to me. It just is.
How would you describe her hole? It was fashionable.
Well, it was nice and trimmed. It was pretty fashionable.
All right, play the intro to Not Cool, please. Sorry.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. That's not cool. That's not cool.
If you have a not cool to share with us, anything that makes you say, "Hey, man, that's not cool." If you you stub your toe, that's not cool. If Robert breaks into your house when you're not home and steals all your shit, then that's also not cool. There's varying degrees of them. At Pass Grade Pod on X, hashtag PTG Not Cool. That's how we search for them. And just go send us your Not Cool. We're going to pick some of the best ones each and every week. If we don't get to yours this week, we're probably going to get to it next week or the week after that. But hit us up with your Not Cools, and we will share some of them on the pod. Don't forget, if you're listening to us, you can watch us on YouTube, Past Grade Podcast on YouTube. And if you're watching us, you can listen to us wherever you get your podcasts. All right, let's start with Todd Voss at as_seen_by_TV on X. Todd says, his not cool is my kid coming home sick from school after I just got over a cold.
I wonder how he got sick.
Well,
You should have neglected your family, Todd.
But Todd could have been sick from whatever he came home from the last time, and Todd just got over it. And now he's like, new sickness. Guess what?
So you're saying the not cool is his son?
His son coming home sick is the not cool.
Yeah, that sucks, dude. Consecutive.
I know, like
I
when
see
you-
that
and
so
I
many
just know
times with people with family, like kids and
With
everything.
school,
They're
it's
just
like you get that, and then maybe your other kid is gonna pick up something new from somebody else in their class. And you're like,
it's just constant waves of your entire family getting sick and getting out of it, and then getting
spin
sick.
zone. Your immunity is probably gonna be killing. Like it's gonna. Be
I don't. Apparently not. He's getting
killing.
sick.
But right now, and then your immunity's like, now I'm stronger. Like Britney Spears, stronger than yesterday.
Hey, you know what, dude? At least it was you guys. No, shit. I was gonna say at least it was them and not the women in this house. But men getting sick
might
is
have been
it's
Tyler,
so much
yeah.
worse on women, on men than women being sick. Women like don't even get sick. They get like barely sick. Men, it's like we're about to die.
I've always felt like that was a thing that never applied to me because I'm always just like, I'm not sick. What are you talking about? I'm not sick. I'm not sick. You get the sniffles. Nope.
Yeah, I
Just go to work.
I just don't get sick.
And I know Rod had posted something the other day. It was like, Alex never called in sick. And they're like, don't glorify not calling in sick to work. I was like, I've never had like the fucking scabies going into work. We're like,
Same.
ha ha. I would obviously not if that was the case. But it's like, you got little sniffles? Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm going to go in. I'm going to stay away from people. I'm going to medicate. And we're going to get through it. Like, there's a difference between like going in with COVID and getting
Yeah, it's like
everybody infected.
you never had the flu, so you never had to worry about calling out sick for it.
Right.
Sniffles,
Knock
if you
on
call
wood.
in sick,
Yeah.
you're just like, dude, come on.
Don't glorify going into work sick. No, sometimes you can just power through some things, and then there's obviously things where like you're on your ass and you can't. You know,
If you can work, you should work.
I'm too poor to take off. That's really that's the situation I'm in. So that's kind of where that went. All right,
But
moving
that sucks,
on.
Todd. Sorry.
Yeah, that does suck, dude. Next one is from Brandon Whitehead at Brando Whitehead on X, and he says, a squirrel got into my attic, found his way in through a peak in my roof. Yeah.
Well, hopefully he can't find his way out, because then eventually you'll stop hearing him.
Well, I think he's going in and out, and that's the issue.
Yeah.
That's the issue. You gotta set
That
up a squirrel
sucks.
trap. I could send Wheezy over. Wheezy fucking hates squirrels. She's not great at catching them. She lets up right before, and it's like, grab him. I hope she doesn't catch him because I don't know what she'd do with it. But like,
Felicia
I
would
always,
fuck up a squirrel.
yeah, at the new like park I take her to, I just am like, you want to go get it? And I'll let her off the leash, and she goes, just sprints, but then she always like hesitates. I'm like, you hesitated. When you hesitate, it's gonna get away.
Wheezy's like the
Squirrel,
Joker.
He lives out here.
When he
She
says
would-
he's like a dog chasing. I want to know. She doesn't know what to do when she catches it.
Just wants chaos.
She's like, hey, and then doesn't run away. And she's like, I thought that was going to intimidate you. My bad.
No, they run away, but then they go up in the tree and like cuss at her. They go,
Are they cussing at her or are they laughing at her?
maybe both.
They're mocking her.
Maybe both.
Make sure you give her a treat after that. She's probably pretty sad.
Yeah. One time at the old place, I was playing ball with her, and in this parking lot, and she saw a squirrel and just took off after the squirrel, and it went up in the tree and it was chirping at her, and I fucking launched the ball from the ball launcher and it knocked the squirrel down, and I was like, let's go! I was like, there's like a 1 in a million chance it hits, and I had the ball launcher, so it wasn't even like
Was
me
it a
trying
full
to-
let's go, or for a half second you're like, oh shit, I didn't think that was actually going to
I
happen?
didn't really care. I was like, and then Weezy
He's
didn't really
chirping your dog.
Weezy didn't seem impressed at all, and I was like, I did the thing.
Weezy should
I
have given you a
avenged
treat.
you. Yeah, she should have been like, hey, here's a lick. Here's some kisses. That was a cool, like, I was like, I am an athlete. It's like when, like, it's one of those where you're like, fuck yeah.
I could
Like-
have taken down Goliath with my slingshot.
Like
Pretty
last
fucking
week,
good at this.
Robert was doing his not cool, I think, and I had a 5-hour energy and I tossed it in the trash can, and Pat was just like, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Dude's
and it was
rock.
like, athlete. I'm an athlete right there. See, still got it. You didn't play basketball, Alex. Still got it, though.
No, but I know about getting buckets.
Probably play in the league. Like when you have something like that, it's like I could have just picked off a runner on third right there. I could have fucking saved a game. Could have done anything. Felt untouchable. Very rarely happens. Usually I miss on those things, but
I'm proud of you.
I'm not just trying to peg squirrels out of trees, but that one time crushed it.
But Brandon, that sucks. I'm pretty sure
Dude.
there's been a raccoon in my roof for like 3 months now, and it is annoying when you hear it.
There's little scratches.
It sounds bigger than a squirrel. That's why people probably squirrel. It sounds bigger than a squirrel.
What are you
Yes.
doing in there? What are you? Stop. What's going on up there? It's like probably eating nuts.
I'm trying to fucking sleep right now. Can you shut the fuck up? It's 2 a.m. Go to bed, raccoon.
But then you like look at it from the squirrel's POV, and you're like, dude, that guy was like, hey guys, it's dry in here. When it rains, we can get out of there. It's warm.
We've got squatters' rights.
We can, yeah. Oh yeah, you gotta. There's a whole thing now.
Don't eat any candy you find inside there, though. You'll
Don't.
die.
Oh, they already got Mark. They got Mark on us. He ate all the candy. I told him not to. I told him. I watched White Lotus. I said, watch what you eat.
Also, if a spider tells you what to do, you do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so Brandon, if you want us to let you call our buddy Francis Vicente Ocho and Associates, you can make these. He has a way of making people go away.
Squirrels.
Squirrels.
Squirrels disappear.
The only thing bushy about that tail be flames.
You had a Michael Scott moment there where you didn't know where you were going with that, did you?
I had burning bush and bushy tail, and I didn't know how to connect it. And I started talking.
I thought you were going to be it would be buried under a bush.
But they're not all going to be winners, okay?
Can't store any nuts in his cheeks if he's dead.
There you go. There you go. But yeah, let us know if you need the services of Francis Vicente Ocho, and keep us updated on how it goes, buddy. Hopefully you get this bad boy out of there. I'll go first with our not cools. I got a new car and had to make sure that my car insurance was up to date. So I was like, oh, let me pay the bill on that. So like I had to show them that I'm active on my car insurance. I accidentally paid my wife's car insurance, and she does like the monthly thing. I'm a 6 months at a time guy. It saves some money in the long run. And so I was like, that's not usually what it is. Whatever. Just hit like Apple Pay, did it. And then I was like, wait, why does mine say bill due? And then I got the confirmation. It was like, oh, thank you for paying for Emily. And I was like, but then like it's your wife's car. So I was like,
You ever forget that his wife's name is really Emily and not Emma?
I do sometimes.
well, like all
For
official.
a half second, that I was like, what?
On all official. It throws me off too. Like when like, the people at like
Who the fuck is Emily?
any like official thing we go to, like Alex and Emily. I'm like, oh, hey.
Do you ever call her Emily when you're mad at her?
when I'm drunk? She's always like, I can tell when you're drunk. She's like, Emily. I'm like, I do that. That is a drunk Alex thing. But it was like, oh yeah, it was okay, cool. I paid Emily's thing for 6 months, and I was like, because it was like turn off auto payments. I was like, I don't ever have auto payments. You send me a fucking email and I pay it. That's how it works. And I just was like, cool. And then I still had to pay mine, but like I'm not gonna be like, hey, can you give me the money for your car insurance that I just paid? I had to be like, I'm a good guy. Just taking care of your car. You know what? That's what husbands do, ah?
Hey, Emily, I paid something for you. How you going to pay me back?
Don't ever say I didn't love you, toots. So like I had to pay 2 car insurances. But now I have to like seem like I'm a nice guy, even though like I wasn't trying to be a nice guy. But now like it's like, it's just a lot of money.
Hey,
all
just
at
think about it
once.
this way. At some point, you're going to be paying 4.
Maybe.
His face just dropped
Maybe.
for a second right there. Like, oh my God.
It's a long time. It's a lot.
It's like, I forgot about that.
Future Alex's problem. And then my other not cool is my landlord. I'm trying to be like good tenant guy. So landlord's like, hey, can you will you send me the updated insurance like renter's insurance thing you have? Like, boom, right away. Gotcha. Been pretty on point with all this. Hey, you need to send us the like walkthrough stuff that you got and like any dents or any marks in the house. Done. Got it. Bam. Out of the way. Hey, do you think you could check and see if I have any mail? I'm expecting some mail there. And so I was like, cool. Stuck my key in the mailbox and it broke. And so then I was like, okay. And I had to go get it. Like, I was like,
Side note, we need a new mailbox.
Yeah, so I was like, can I get a new mailbox key? But the thing is, it's already broke off in there. And the lady's like, oh, yeah, we can fix that. But then, like, I'm expecting the landlord lady to be like, where the fuckers? Like, did this guy just not update me on my mail? All you have to do is walk to a mailbox. It's like, one, I don't check my mail. I order Amazon, and I try and go paperless and all that other shit, okay? And then, two, your key broke, so that's on you. You gave me a breakable key. That's really, I'm the victim here. But then I haven't explained it to her. I'm just waiting to get a key, and they called me before we started recording, so I go get the key, and then they fixed the lock, she said, which is good. But, like, I was like, am I just super strong? Like, just yanking keys off in the middle of the thing? Like,
You're probably the strongest guy
in
your house.
I might be. But yeah, those are my not cools.
I've got a few I can run through. The first one's actually not for me. It's for my coworker. He realized yesterday when we were sitting there at work that he forgot to go to jury duty that morning.
That's not a problem.
So, like,
not a problem.
I told him, I was like, you're probably okay. Normally nothing happens from it. But now's the fun thing where you get to waiting for a warrant.
No, they don't check that shit, and all you have to do is just deny that you got it.
Yeah.
Deny. It never showed up. Is this your address? No. That's not why. No, that's not my address. How would I, like, how do you expect me to get something that didn't go to my house? Like, what's wrong with you? I've moved years ago. You didn't update your address. I sure did. Yeah, I did.
So that's,
You
and
can bullshit.
he's also a worrier,
Ah.
big anxiety guy. So he's probably going to be worrying about that for like the next 3
So what's
months.
going to happen to him, and tell him to be aware of this, is that there's probably going to be somebody that calls him in the next 6 months. They release the list of the people that don't go to jury duty, and then the scammers can get those lists, and then they call like, hey, you didn't go to jury duty. This is a police officer. I'm going to arrest you unless you give me this money.
He's smart enough to see through that.
I know people that have got scammed on that, and it's like, oh, buddy, no. He wanted you to pay him in Home Depot gift cards?
Yeah, no, he's not that dumb.
Like, why would you? What cop ever accepts Home Depot gift cards, dude?
Crooked cops.
Just don't do. Yeah, I guess. They usually don't call you first.
I bet you Vic Mackey would.
But yeah, that fucking blows. But just
So
don't go
that's-
to jury duty, and then also be like, I'm gonna tell everybody.
That was number one. Number two is a couple weeks ago we had talked about tiramisu, and I forgot to bring it last week. And then I brought it this week, and neither Alex or Robert ate any. It's been sitting here the whole time.
You didn't say, hey, here, taste it. I thought we were going to do it on the podcast.
Yeah, I've brought food before, and you guys both kept it and then took it home.
Well, I had eaten, right? You didn't tell me you were bringing me it, did you?
You didn't tell us you were bringing tiramisu.
It was supposed to be a nice little surprise treat for you guys. Also, I guess you can't tell because they're in a pile, but I only brought 2 sets of cutlery. It's for you guys. I work with this. I can have it whenever I want.
Thank you, buddy.
I didn't tell them to eat it, that it was for them. So.
Yeah, you did it. What is tiramisu? Like
It's like espresso and cream, and then they call that on the end. It's a ladyfinger. It's kind of like an Italian sweet breadstick, but they soak that in the espresso too, and the other, so like all the sweetness and
but
flavors
is
get
it
together.
is it cake?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's not cake in the way of like
chocolate.
chocolate cake or something like that, but
Uh-huh.
it's delicious.
Yeah, it's dope. I'm excited. I'm excited about it.
So there's that, and then also last week, I walk on, I'm a natural athlete, so I walk on the balls of my feet a lot.
There you go.
And doing so ends up peeling up like the front toe part of my insoles.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to replace them last week. I ran over to Walgreens before work. I got to work. I cut
For
them.
your shoes?
Yeah, insoles.
Oh, okay, I thought you were saying.
No.
you went to Walgreens
Just
for
the
shoes.
insole. Just the insole. No, the shoe is fine.
Walgreens has fine shoes, dude.
Yeah. And I buy the insoles and I look at these, it says 10.5. So I cut to the 10.5 line. It's like a half an inch short.
Ooh. Now it's just moving up and
So
down.
then I just immediately had to go back to Walgreens and I bought more.
Okay, there you go.
Didn't even try and return the other ones.
Yeah, we don't
I-
return here. No
I was
return
here
gang.
20 minutes ago. I don't had to buy new ones.
Look, I fucked up, all right? Sometimes I fuck up.
Yeah.
It happens.
And of course, the first ones that I bought, I went cheaper than I normally do. And of course, the cheaper one, the lines are incorrect.
Yep.
So that sucked.
You go Dr. Scholl's,
Uh,
Mr. Scholl's.
I believe these are Dr. Scholl's, actually.
Senior
Yes.
Scholl's.
No, the first one was just Walgreens brand, which normally is pretty good. Not on these ones. My last one, I went to my parents this weekend, driving back, stop at Buc-ee's to get a drink and a snack, as you do. As I already said, I forgot my beaver nuggets. But the other thing, I bought myself a turkey sandwich for the ride and ate half of it. I drove back Monday morning. I get home, I unload the car, and then I've got like an hour and a half to take a nap and get ready before I have to go back to work. I go to get back to work. I forgot the sandwich in the car, and it was still sitting there. And I was like, probably can't eat this anymore.
Definitely eat that.
Probably would have
It's
been
just
okay.
like being in a warmer.
Yeah, it had been in a decently hot car for like an hour and a half.
My wife always gives me shit for that. She's like, that pizza was out all night, Alex. I'm like, it was fine. It was in a living room. We're good.
If I didn't have to go back to work and I saw it there, I would have eaten it. I was like, I don't need bubble guts when I'm at work tonight. And I just
It would have probably been fine.
lost half of a delicious Buc-ee's turkey sandwich.
All you gotta do is like put it in the fridge for a little bit. Now it's not hot.
And also, this was a last minute one, but I looked down a minute ago and Alex is wearing his Pass the Gravy socks. Fucking almost wore them today. That would have been so cool if we were both wearing them.
The same socks.
It could have been
That
fucking
would've been
twinsies.
So cool. I got married in these socks. That's how dedicated the pod I am.
Yeah, so those are my not cools. What do you got, Robert?
It's funny that you brought up jury duty because right before coming here, I got my mail, and in it,
No, you didn't.
and if I would have got my mail, then
If that had happened.
if that had happened, then I may have had a jury summons in the mail.
That's the beauty
they
about
were
it.
listening.
Never
get,
got it.
Get ready for yours that you won't find, Alex. I talked about getting mine. Now you're getting yours.
I did one
I
last
don't
year.
ever go.
I did one last year. I'm like, I thought there was
Just don't. Just say it doesn't happen.
there was like some sort of timeline or something, like some like grace period. But no, I did one last year, and I'm doing one next month.
Part of me wants to get chosen for like a week-long murder trial. Not because it'll be interesting, just because it'll be funny that I'm going to make everyone else have to work more at my job. And I can be like, not my fault.
This one's close enough to me where I could bike there, and my hope would be like I get sweaty because it's like May, and
I think you're just a
and
druggie.
they'll just like you smell. We'll go with someone else.
I'm just going to go in there and be like, listen, I'm an alcoholic who doesn't take my Adderall. I don't have the attention
We
span for a
all
trial.
just say I do a podcast. I'm going to talk about this.
That's
Well,
it.
you're not allowed to talk about it. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to say everything that we say in the jury room.
I'm an alcoholic. Also, if you don't pick me, I'll give you guys a burger. That's not bribery.
I'm going to talk about it, all right? I'm going to tell everybody.
Listen, I'm really fucking stupid. I forget things easily.
Guilty.
Gonna-
I'm going to make up my mind in the first 30 seconds of this whole thing, and I'm not going to change no matter what.
I haven't medicated my ADHD in 20 years. I can't pay attention for long
Yeah.
periods of time.
Just, you didn't get it.
No, if I would have, I'm just
If
saying.
you had
I do
got
get to
it.
test out the thing that I've always wondered where I can just be
If
like,
I
I have
did
a
it.
criminal justice major, and they're like, you know too much. We don't want you on the trial.
You're like, actually, I don't.
Criminal justice major. Oh, so you have familiarity with these kind of things?
Sure.
You would think so. Didn't use my degree.
Also, this past weekend, I was going to go on a bike ride. My bike tires were a little flat, so I was pumping some air into it. And like the pump and like the valve connector, it's like a tight fit. So like take it out, but kind of has to like wiggle it to take it off. And I broke the tube. And yeah, immediately all the air that I had just put in came out. And so I had to replace the whole entire inner tube. I can't just buy like a new valve. I have to buy the whole tube.
Yeah.
Just buy a whole new bike at this
Yeah,
point.
I should.
That sucks, buddy.
Whole new
Oh, also, there was one that I forgot to say. Taxes. Taxes were yesterday because it's an Olympic year, right?
Not an Olympic year.
I thought it was.
Nope, next year.
Oh, we're in an odd year. That's right.
Yep, I
it
didn't
would
have
have
to pay.
been.
I didn't have to pay.
Yeah. Not that it's not good. Like, I get money back, but my not cool for it is that, like, the government definitely owes me more money than they give me back. I just don't care enough to really dive into the tax code.
And
to
also,
find my
like,
other
you can't
credits.
beat the government.
Yeah. Like, they
They'll beat ya.
probably owe me double what they give me, but
And that's the
they know
magic
I'll
of
never
it.
look into it.
Yeah.
Also, just as you're typing in your tax information and seeing how much money got taken from you in taxes, you're like, this is bullshit.
That could have all been mine,
This is bullshit.
right?
Should be my money.
But no, it's how that's going overseas.
Yeah. Fucking Zelensky's taking all my money.
It's going to Iraq Sesame Street. That's what they said, right?
Yeah, Iraqi Sesame Street.
I don't know if it was true. I just know that people online said that's what it went to. So I ran with it.
Yeah, why not?
If it's
No,
online, it's
Iraq.
true. All right.
See what I did there.
Like Toby Keith, I don't know the difference between Iraq and Iran. That was the September 11th song he wrote.
Courtesy of the Red White. Wait.
I won't see it in, but I'm not sure I could tell you
The difference in Iraq and Iran.
Now I know Jesus and I talked to God, and I remember him from when I was young. Faith, hope, and love are the good things he gave us. But the greatest is love.
Surprised that Alex remembered more lyrics to that song than I did.
No, I'm a savant when it comes to Toby
You're a
Keith.
patriot, is what you
That's
are.
exactly what it is, buddy.
You're a damn patriot
Exactly
in
what
this
it
country.
is.
You know what? I want to shake your hand.
Thank you, good buddy.
There we go.
Thank you. All right. Okay, that was it. Let's move on to the answers segment.
Well, if you just answered the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right, if you have any questions for us, like we do in the Precome segment, got a business idea, a high thought, a drunk idea, anything like that, you want to pitch us some sort of brand, you want to ask us relationship advice, you want, as I could give you my dad advice, this is where I get to be the influencer because, I'm an expert on it. I'm a one-time dad, so obviously I know everything there is to be about paint. Don't. But we'll help you out on that stuff if you specifically ask it. We're not just gonna offer it up. And then any questions, anything like that at all, let us know at PassGrayPod. Use the hashtag PTG Answers. That's the best way to reach us on X. That's where we check first. So I would recommend doing that. And then if you want to email us, you can email us passthegraypod@gmail.com. Put answers in the subject so we can find them that way. Passthegraypod@gmail.com. Answers in the subject, but we prefer it on X at PassGrayPod. Use the hashtag PTG Answers so we can find it. Our first answers question this week is from Malcolm K. And Malcolm says, is a gazebo just a free-range porch?
I think there's 3 possible options for it. One of which, free-range porch, love that.
Yep.
Number 2, 360 porch. Number 3,
Ooh,
homeless porch.
I like all of those.
I kind of lean homeless porch.
I still think
It doesn't have a home.
It doesn't have a home, but it does have a home, and it's like a free-range porch. It's exactly what it is. It's just like, I'm not going to be put in a box by the constructs of society. If I want to be in the middle of a fucking lake, guess what? Here I am.
I'm not saying it doesn't have a home as in it doesn't have a place. I'm saying it literally doesn't have a home attached to it.
But it is a home in itself because it's a gazebo. It's a covered gazebo.
Well, no, at that point, then it would just be a free-range porch. It's not a home. Free-range porch. Which I think is the one we should go with. That's great.
Absolutely a free range.
Because where is it? It's always out in the middle of a field.
Yep.
Free range.
Yep. That's perfect. That's a great one, Malcolm. Great one, Malcolm.
I missed the gazebo in my neighborhood growing up. It was always a good meeting spot.
Yeah, you can underage drink there.
No. It was out in the open in front of an elementary school.
Well, at night you could.
I mean, you could. It wasn't. There's many better places in my neighborhood
Yeah.
to secretly drink. But
That's where you hooked up.
no.
Right in front of the elementary
No, I'm
school.
talking about like when I was a little kid. When I'm like 9 years old, and you call your friend's house. Hey, you want to play? Where do we meet up? Meet at the gazebo.
Meet the Zebo. They call it for short. Saves a lot of time.
No, we said the gazebo.
Here's an idea.
Because the guy.
The guy.
The guy.
Oh, here's an idea though. Verbal trademark. It just black and white striped gazebo. Call it a gazebra.
Love it.
Robert, can we make sure it's like that with gazebras on them? Look at that.
It's like we could.
It's a head of gazebras. And it's just a bunch of gazebos hanging out.
I feel like that would also just be a great prank. You find a gazebo in the middle of the night, you go out there and you paint it into zebra stripes. Because who's going to get mad at that? Eventually, like they probably would be like, this is actually vandalism and we're going to fuck you, dude. I'm in a
It's
gazebo.
against
Look like a
the
zebra.
HOA rules.
It's hilarious. It's a great joke. Who can
Yeah.
be mad at it?
Right? I think some kid did it. And I'm like, no, it was a 30-year-old man. It's fine. Well, I meant like...
I was about to say,
if
buddy, you're
Robert
closer
did
to
it.
the other
If
number
Robert
than 30.
did it, I meant. I'm halfway there. I'm as close to 30 as 40, all right? Next one is... But great question, Malcolm K.
Great
Good to hear
question.
from you. This is from Colin Peer, also a first timer. And Colin says, better party music, Eddie Money or his Spanish cousin, Eduardo De Niro?
I don't know. The De Niros are all pretty political now.
Oh, that's a good call.
Yeah.
I
Eddie Money just flows off the tongue so well.
like a little
day.
Spanish music would be cool, but
What party are we at?
Take Me Home Tonight.
Yeah.
Like,
Are we at just like a house party or are we at a quinceañera?
Baby Hold On to Me? Like, come on. Like, he's got hits.
It's Eddie Money.
Guy's got hits. 2 Tickets to Paradise.
I'm thinking like Eduardo is like Pitbull. And
Dos
it's like,
tequitos para paradiso.
El Paradise.
okay.
Robert had a stroke hearing me speak
Nino,
Spanish.
hold on to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Hold.
Take me casa tonight.
Vamos casa anoche. That's what it'd be. It'd be Vamos casa anoche.
I'm going to go Eddie Money, though.
Eddie Money.
The money
Even though
man.
Now I really want to.
Eduardo De Niro.
I want to poorly translate all of his songs to Spanish
To make
and then
Eduardo
record
De
me
Niro.
singing
That could
them.
be your TikTok. You can be there and go viral on that.
Eduardo De Niro. Everyone's like,
Eduardo.
dude, you're the whitest person on the planet.
No. but
Canelo.
Now I have a sombrero on.
I'm Canelo Mexican.
It's less
actually.
problematic, actually.
I'm actually 1/18th Latino.
All right. This is from Quentin Hughes. He says, power rank these chicken dishes. Oh, this is kind of a good one.
Oh.
He gives us chicken nuggets, chicken noodle soup, chicken wings, chicken fried chicken, and General Tso's chicken. Robert, you go first.
Oh, this is tough.
What's chicken fried chicken?
It's
Is that like softer fried chicken?
It's just
No,
double.
all
it's like
it is,
refried
it's like-
chicken.
chicken fried steak. You know, they batter it, buttermilk batter.
But
fry.
it's not like crunchy.
It's just the same thing with a chicken breast. It's the same process of chicken fry steak, except you're just doing it with a piece of chicken breast. That's all it is.
but it's not like fried chicken. There's a difference.
No, fried chicken where you have like the wing and the
Yeah.
breast, the thigh, and all that's different. Chicken fried chicken.
just the
is
breast.
It's a breast that's fried.
Okay.
That's
I'm gonna
5.
Go, I'm gonna go number 5, General Tso's chicken, just because I don't know what that is.
It's a great staple of Asian delicacy.
Number 4, I'm gonna go chicken fried chicken. No. Wait.
Whoa.
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 I stopped reading all of these. Number 5 is actually chicken noodle soup. Number 5 is chicken noodle soup. Sorry,
Bad pick.
soup. Like, get out of here. Number 4.
Soup hater.
Number 4, I'm going General Tso's chicken. Number 3, chicken fried chicken. Number 2, I'm gonna go chicken wings, and number 1, chicken nuggets.
All right.
All right. I want you to go next.
I'm going to go chicken fried chicken 5. I am going to go chicken nuggets 4. I'm going to go General Tso's chicken 3. Because I fucking love me some General Tso. If you want to see if a Chinese restaurant is good, order the General Tso's chicken. If it's got a little kick to the General Tso, you know that place bangs. If not, you can go somewhere else.
You know when it's gonna be good when it's not just the chicken and the sauce in there. There's like some veggies also diced up and
Yeah,
thrown
I
in there
got-
too. You're like,
yep.
they're like they take.
They got
this
the
shit seriously.
broccoli. They got like maybe some peas
the
a little
thick
bit,
chunks
like
of
little peppers.
onion.
Yeah, they ain't fucking around.
Yep.
General Tso, if you like I don't know. I always am like, if I went to an Indian restaurant, I would have no idea what to order. If I went to a pho restaurant, I would have no idea what to order. If you were like, Alex, what should I order if I go to a Chinese restaurant? General Tso's chicken. Then
And if you don't like spice, maybe just orange chicken then.
orange chicken box too.
Mongolian
Sesame
beef.
chicken, too. But yeah, General Tso's chicken is 3. Chicken noodle soup 2. Like chicken noodle soup heals all. It healed my soul as a
It does.
child. It was like chicken noodle soup for the soul. That was great. And then 1 is chicken wings. It's chicken wings.
Mhm.
What do you got?
Number 5, chicken noodle soup. Nothing.
God damn it, guys!
Hold on. Nothing against chicken
God
noodle soup.
damn it!
Chicken noodle soup is delicious and I love it. I'm not.
Rope-a-doped
I'm
me
not.
there.
I'm not a sick guy.
You rope-a-doped me there.
I'm not a sick
But
guy.
when it's cold outside, chicken noodle soup hits at any point in time.
It does.
It's
And-
the
and I
safest
love it.
soup to go with.
I don't eat it that very often,
number
and I'm not
5.
a sick guy.
It's number 5.
I'm nothing against it.
Ridiculous.
It's only
It's the
number
worst.
5 on this list because I don't
Goddamn
get sick.
ridiculous.
Everything on this list is a great option, though.
They're all
That's
good.
only
It
reason
says
it's number
Chicken
5.
noodle soup.
It's a real
5
catchphrase,
chicken noodle
too.
soup. Number 4, I'm gonna go with the chicken fried chicken. I love me a good chicken. Put some fucking white gravy on top of it, some mashed potatoes or fries on the bottom. It's actually exactly how we serve it at the restaurant. It's delicious. Number 3, give me some nuggies, dude.
Nuggies.
Chicken nuggies always hit the spot. 2, General Tso's chicken. 1, chicken wings.
Chicken wings.
Chicken wings is the perfect food.
I get that it's kind of just like garbage food. You just throw it in there, but it's like it rocks.
It's boy meal. Like, what did you have? I didn't have a fully balanced dinner. I didn't have my veggies and my protein and my starches. I had 38 buffalo wings.
That was a lot, and that's fine. And that's
dinner.
all I need.
That's boy dinner.
All I need. Ranch is kind of a vegetable. Not at all.
Or blue cheese, whichever you want to go with.
Either or.
I'm not a hater. People are like, ranch is for children. Okay, it's delicious.
That's a weird take. It's like, oh, tell me that you're stupid without telling me you're stupid because ranch rocks.
I want to talk to the person that says blue cheese is the only acceptable thing, but then we'll also turn around and go, pineapple on pizza is great. I don't think you're allowed to be on either fence.
You just try and be like, I know flavor. Like, I have an exquisite taste palette. Like, shut the fuck up.
I'm a pineapple on pizza person, but if you're going to be a purist with your wings, you better be a purist with your pizza.
Yep.
So, yeah. All very different lists. That was a good one.
Yeah, I thought all of them were pretty good, except that Robert didn't. Like, I just don't.
He just doesn't like chicken noodle soup.
He doesn't like soup. Guy doesn't like soup at all.
Pat put it number 5 too.
Pat was wrong.
Pat put number 5 too.
He was wrong.
But I had
Two people put it number 5.
I had good reasoning in
2
there.
people put it number 5.
It just I'm allowed to be mad about it.
I like all
right?
the
And I'm
other
mad
foods
about it.
more. I just
I'm
happen
mad.
to like the others more.
It upsets me.
We're on the same page,
I'm
Pat.
angry.
We're on the same page.
Fucking road trip. You stop at Mickey D's, get yourself 20 nuggies.
Yeah, just chicken nuggets. Like, I would rather have chicken wings over chicken nuggets, and I was like, that's like they cancel each other out, kind of.
Nuggies are just good though. It's
They're
a great-
good. I'm not knocking nuggies.
Remember when you
Dino
used to be able to get
nugs?
20 nuggies for $5? It's probably like $13 at McDonald's now.
Fuck yeah, dude. I remember going to a Super Bowl party, and you could get the 50 nugs then, and it was like
Big game
nothing.
party.
Oh yeah, there's always like fries thrown in with it.
We can say Super Bowl right now. It's not Super Bowl time.
Yeah, we're not promoting.
I do like it when Robert corrects us on that shit.
Great question. Great power ranking.
Great
there.
power ranking. The power ranking's been fire. Keep them coming, gang.
Next week, pork dishes.
Andrew Alderman writes in again and says, do women ever get pee on their thighs?
100%.
They have to.
You've never heard a story of like making a mom laugh and she peed a little bit?
No, I guess like I wasn't thinking of. I was guessing Andrew was asking this as like
Like how we have dribble.
Yeah, like you dribble a little bit.
Here's the thing though. Guys don't wipe after a pee. Girls do.
I don't think they always get pee on their
Not
leg, but I
always.
feel like sometimes it's
happens.
like like sometimes you got a little stream and it's like why'd it go that way? Like that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it doesn't always come out. Like I feel like sometimes it's a little bit on the leg,
A little
bit on
bit.
the
Just a little
thigh.
pee.
Nothing wrong. Not that you're just peeing down your leg or anything like that. Just
I don't think
like,
it's-
it's got to splash sometimes.
I don't think it's nearly as often as guys are walking around with a little bit
Probably.
of pee in their underwear.
Probably not.
I hope not. But yeah, no, 100%. Like just for the fact that if you make moms laugh, or like you ever seen the thing when after women have birth or give birth, anytime they sneeze, they cross their legs?
No.
It's the thing I see sometimes online.
Well,
but
like-
it's just because like, shit's happened. You can't always hold your muscles as well anymore.
Well, this
That's
is
why Kegels are important.
this is actually like the perfect question for our podcast because like there's nothing better about like telling women about their bodies and how their bodies work than 3 guys on a podcast. So
Also,
like,
here's a fun story that maybe my mom will hear, maybe she won't. Sometimes she listens, sometimes she doesn't. I remember one time she got home from work one day and had to pee so bad she like made it in the back door and then just like pissed. Pissed on herself right in the kitchen.
oops.
You're welcome for telling that story, Mom.
Women absolutely.
You should ask your wife and be like, do you cross your legs when you sneeze now?
She's probably still at work right now. So we'd call,
I didn't mean right now. I just mean ask her.
Don't do it right now.
call Sam. Call Sam right now.
she's
Be like,
busy.
do you ever get pee on your thigh?
She's working.
Do you ever get pee accidentally? There's no way they don't. Women definitely get
It's
pee
impossible.
on their thigh.
It's impossible to not. From time to time.
Occasionally. Like you really got to pee. Sometimes it just probably squirts out a little bit more. And then it's just like there's more force, you know?
If you're peeing in the woods, you're in a squat, splashback. That gets on your thigh.
Splashback or just like splash down. I'm not talking splash back. I'm talking like it's got to like, it's like a spray. So I don't know. This is getting into a weird territory. But yeah,
I feel like in your mind, women peeing is just like, all right, squirt gun.
well, no, I know it's not, but it's like,
Just the way you're describing.
yeah,
You're
yes.
describing it like a guy who's never been around a vagina before, which is hilarious because we have at least proof of twice that you have.
2 times have been around a vagina. That's it. 2 times sex, however. Yes, women pee.
Women get pee on their thighs.
Yes.
And if they say they don't, they're lying.
Don't trust women if they tell you they don't.
Just walk up to a girl you work with and be like, hey, you got some pee on your thigh?
Trust all women, but don't trust them if they say they don't sometimes get pee on their thigh. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And with that, that's the end of that question.
Great question, Andrew.
What do we got next?
Next one is from Kenya Valdez at Kenyatta Mandata. Do bears even realize we have a right to their arms? Well, I know one bear that doesn't even have 2 arms. Caleb Williams can't throw for shit. What a bitch.
Very specific.
Bears
reference.
probably don't know that because they are not well read on the U.S. legal system.
Not all of them.
Some of them.
What about,
Yogi Bear probably knows.
what about the bears that like ride bikes? They can probably figure out how to read.
The Berenstain Bears probably know. I'm sure, they talk.
3 bears, Goldilocks.
Nah, dude, they're out in the middle of the woods.
They're just chilling. Yeah.
just stealing porridge.
I would say that they don't know. Yeah, they don't know that we have rights to their arms.
Do you think
Ted probably knows.
Do you think she's talking about gay men? Those are bears, right?
Hairy gay men.
Ooh,
Yeah.
call Corbin.
Don't just call out friends like that.
Corbin, hey, can I
Bleep that
bleep
name.
it?
Bleep
I
that
don't
name.
know.
Bleep the name.
Hey, guy we know, can I have your arms? I have a right to them.
That's like we can't just call your gay friends and be like, hey, I have a gay question to ask you.
Oh, what do you mean you can't?
I'm not going to do it on a podcast.
Not on the. I didn't.
That's
I
kinda
wasn't
what you're
actually asking you to
suggesting.
call him right now. Every time I say something, you don't have to take it literally.
I do.
In fact, it's quite a bad thing to do. If you take everything I say literally, I am a horrible misogynist.
I don't think she meant hairy gay men.
But we don't know that for sure.
We don't know that.
Because
for
Alex
sure.
is too afraid to ask the questions.
Let's call Kenya right now.
I don't have Kenya's number, or else we would call Kenya and be like, hey, answering your question, you were live to tape, but what's up? What did you specifically mean? I don't think bears know that we have a right to their arms.
Also, don't chop off bear arms.
Don't
You're
chop
not
off
Robert
bear
Kennedy.
arms. And if you do, just place it in Central Park, and they'll just think that Robert
Yeah,
Kennedy did
30 years later, say it was a big joke.
I just chopped his arms off.
Bear jumped in front of the car.
I have the right to him, and I just said dump him in Central Park.
I saw that bear and I said I want his arms.
Those are the 2 worst RFK impressions ever, and we're just doing them at the same time.
You're starting to Bane at the end.
I know. All of my stuff just goes into Bane.
I was born in the darkness.
I have like a couple of impressions I do, and they all just, everything fluctuates in between this and that. And Bane is 90% of them. That's right. Just take the bear's arms and throw it in the Central Park.
wonder if
I'm
I-
RFK.
If I did RFK long enough, do you think it would turn Irish?
Yeah, absolutely.
Stay away from my pot of gold.
Top of the morning. Let's go find some lasses and lassies.
Could go for a creamy fucking pint right now.
All right, and those are.
All right, I'm getting a headache
That was
doing
the
that voice. We have
RFK
to stop.
portion of the show. Last question of the week comes to us from Todd Voss at @us_scene_by_TV. Oh, maybe it's Todd Voss sending it in, but this is from a Gravy intern, Justin. Shout out Justin, who famously told Pac "fuck you" at a live event. That was funny.
Little kids.
Um,
little dickheads.
Justin Voss asks, which Pokemon would make the best boomerang?
All right.
I got 3 right off the dome.
All right, what do you got?
Magnemite, the magnet guy. But if you had a magnet throwing that bitch, he's coming right back.
Good loophole. Good loophole.
Ditto. One, I'd be like, Ditto, turn into a boomerang.
I
Here's a
think he
boomerang,
can only turn
that.
into other Pokemon, though. He can't make
He
objects.
can be
he?
himself, though, and he looks like throwable. Like, Ditto would be a little
He's
flat.
squishy.
He's a little flat, like, fuck. And you can just be like, throw that bitch. And so he could maybe come back to you. Also, if you showed him a boomerang and you taught him that and be like, this is another Pokemon, you just got to learn this. He'd be like, I'm a boomerang. Bam, he's a boomerang. And then Zapdos. Because If you looked at the three Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos, the three like legendary birds, Zapdos looks like his wings are always out. I know they're not, but like he looks like he has the stiffest wings. Like Articuno ain't fucking with you, and then Moltres, you're gonna get burned if you try and throw him. Zapdos looks like he'd cut through that air and come right back to you. So Zapdos, Magnemite, and Ditto would be my three guesses.
I think I'm going to go with Farfetch'd because it has that leak in its mouth. And if I throw the leak, he'll go, what the fuck? And he'll go fly away and catch it and then come back. And then me throwing his leak turns him into a boomerang.
Right. Great call. Ooh, what about Cubone then?
See, I think it has to be a flight though, because it'll be one constant
Good
motion.
call.
Whereas
You got
Cubone
me
will
there.
have to run and get it, stop, touch the line, come back like he's running a gasser. Also, then he'll beat the shit out of me with that bone because you don't take Cubone's bone away.
Yeah, I wouldn't take Cubone's bone away. All right, Robert, what you got?
He's going off the 152.
He's looking at Pokemon.
No. I'm thinking. Originally, I was thinking Ditto, but then I thought, I think they literally do this like Staryu and Starmie.
Oh.
Yep.
Yep, that's our answer.
Yep.
That's our answer.
I'm going to say Staryu, or which is the first one? Starmie?
Starmie.
Staryu's the first one.
Staryu. I'm going to go Staryu more than Starmie. Starmie, significantly heavier, harder to be a boomerang.
Yep. Okay. Great call, Robert.
Good answer.
Great
Damn,
call.
I thought I had it, and then Robert won.
Great call.
Good question, Justin. You little fucker.
I feel like we talk a lot of Pokemon on this show.
But none of us know anything past the original.
Sports and Pokemon is probably like what is it about?
Pokemon
Sports,
fucks, dude.
Pokemon, we answer questions people send us. Like if women pee on their legs.
We rank shit.
Power rank things, and then we draft stuff. Isn't that kind of like ranking? Different, but sort of.
We do awesome impressions of political people.
We talk about RFK's voice a lot. Go and rants about General So Chicken and Chicken Fried Chicken.
I prefer it with the veggies.
Don't. Talk about cumin in your pants.
Ooh.
All right. That was it. If you got any questions for us, at PassGrayPod on X, use the hashtag PTG Answers. That's how we'll find them. You can also email it to us, or PassGrayPod@gmail.com. Put answers in the subject, but do it on X first. That's the best way to do it. At PassGrayPod, hashtag PTG Answers. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat is at Not Pat Dan. Robert is at Robert Barbosa03. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever else you're listening to the podcast. If you're listening to us, go hit play on the YouTube version. And tell us on your YouTube right now. Comment what food you think would make the best weapon. That's how we want to spam the comments this week. And just keep them coming. Anyone you think that would make a great weapon, let us know.
Ladies, if you want to tell us in the comments if you pee on your leg a little bit.
Yes, we need women to be like, yes, sometimes you get a little pee on your
Also,
on your
moms
thigh.
answer my sneeze cross-leg question.
Any moms also do that too. But yeah, at PassGrayPod on all socials, at Alex J. Middleton, at Not Pat Dan, at Robert Barbosa. And then let's end it with a random celebrity generator here. I'm going to go Katy Perry.
I'm gonna go Oprah.
I'll take myself.
RFK. Irish RFK.
Had to get one more in.
All right. We got Julie Andrews, Alex Jones, The Smiths, Rachel McAdams, LeBron James, Michael Jackson, Monica Seles, Julianne Moore. All right.
Pretty close.
That wasn't bad. Katy Perry, RFK.
Oprah.
Groucho Marx, Tom Cruise, Mary Pickford, Art Carney, Bonnie Blair, Lawrence Taylor, Emma Thompson, and Emma Stone.
Doubled up on the
I
Emmas.
almost went Emma Stone.
Oh, sure you did. Oh,
I
yeah.
almost did Madonna last week. And you guys
Dude,
didn't
I
believe
almost
me.
went with fucking, what's it, Groucho Marx.
Art
That was crazy.
Carney, who we know. All right, last one. Chris Everett, Joaquin Phoenix, Bobby Orr, Barry Bonds, Jerry Rice, Bob Cousy, Ginger Rogers, and Tony Collette. Nope.
Shit.
Nope. Maybe next week. Hey, have a great rest of your week. We love you guys. At PassGrayPod, give us a follow on all socials. Share us with a friend, please. That's the best way to help grow the podcast. You guys are the fucking best. Until we talk to you next time, pass the gravy. Yeah, bitches.
Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pass the Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. And we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today.